Dude's Nerdery. Oka Studios. Haven. Sean Solo 8. Salacious. Rom. Together, we're unstoppable. We are, of course, MeN and MoNKey-LiZaRD, bringing out toys to play. That's right, MeN and MoNKey-LiZaRD, bringing out toys to play. MeN and MoNKey-LiZaRD.
Hey!
Hey,
that's
what's up,
right.
handsome people?
Hello.
We're back. That's right. We are back. It's MeN and a MoNKey-LiZaRD and their toys. Hello, everyone.
Good evening, good evening.
Good
and
evening,
afternoon,
everyone.
morning, however you're listening or watching.
Well, thank you, everyone, for joining us. This is your home for light-hearted toy, TV, movie, video game, and home cooking fun. And, of course, it is the only stream on the internet that also has MoNKey-LiZaRDs. And, of course, if you're a sausage fan, you've also come to the right place. It's Sausage World round here, people.
I don't know what that means.
I'm your host, Bob Rom, and on our panel this evening, not the dude, he's coming in hot. First, we have the King of Customs, the stop-motion master, the Pacific Coast, Paul Oakenfold, from Oka Studios. It's Haven.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for showing up.
Next up, we have the DJ, producer, the toy video game collector, the average jester, the incredible lover, and the leader of the Quackian MoNKey-LiZaRD army. It's Salacious Rom. Hi, everyone. Yeah, we're back. We're back, and we've got a good one. It's going to be a cracker. Thanks for joining us. This one's going to go down in the history books. Can't wait, can't wait, can't wait. Good. And, of course, he's the man, the myth, the legend, the action figure review maestro, the short video sensei, YouTube's finest. It's Sean Solo 8.
Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for checking out today's show.
And our special guest this week is making his first live appearance exclusively on the MeN and the MoNKey-LiZaRD show. He is the heart and soul of YouTube chat rooms. He's a comedian. He's a private joker. He loves to get punchy as long as there is a good smooch afterwards. He loves to remind me that when he played The Walking Dead, he didn't kill Kenny. He is everyone's favorite Civ Care Bear. It's Mr. Josh Anderson.
Yay! Hi, everybody. I'm happy to be at the Sausage Fest.
Yeah.
Hey, Josh. Welcome to the show.
Damn right. It's the sausage world around here, I tell you. Well, thank you, everyone, for joining us in episode 16 of MeN and the MoNKey-LiZaRD. Of course, our community is the best on the internet, so it's time to welcome our friends in the chat. Who have we got, Vern? Have you got your eye on the chat?
Yeah, so let's see. Red Ranger Chris, Josh Wallens here, Sleeping
What's up, guys?
Collectibles, Apprentice Ewok, Rural Farm Boy. Is that like play on Luke Skywalker?
RFB.
RFB,
TEW Wrestling, Mr. Rez, and then
Sleeping Collectibles. Mr. Sleeping's been excited for this one. I tell you what, there's a few people in the community looking forward to looking forward to getting to know Mr. Josh today. Mr. Josh Wallen was absolutely awesome last week. We so loved your tour of your the Cap Cave. What a brilliant show that was. Thank you ever so much.
Yeah, wait. What did he say? My modest collection.
Modest collection, yes.
Right?
Modest. It was very
this is
modest.
mine.
Yeah. Right here.
I know. Rural Farm Boy RFB is one of the legends in the community. Thanks for stopping by, RFB. It's awesome that you've come by to support us. Thank you ever so much. We've got TW Wrestling in the house. Hey, Salacious. Hey, TW. Mr. Sleeping says live and in person. Mr. Josh. Mr. Rez. Thank you for joining us. You're right, Vern. We've got, of course, it wouldn't be the same without Red Ranger Chris.
Right?
What a support. What a guy. We've already spoken to the cuddly murder bear. Thank you, sir. One of our former guests, Christian, Smuggler's Canyon. Good evening, everyone. Great to see you guys. Hi, Josh. Can't believe sausages have already been brought up. Yeah. This is what you come to expect. This is the MoNKey-LiZaRD way of doing things. This is the MoNKey-LiZaRD lifestyle. Hey, cats. We've got... Oh. Having a computer meltdown.
Oh,
I thought you were eating a donut.
Toy Rush?
Hey, Dave. People are saying hello to each other. RFB.
Dean Birch is at the bottom.
RFB. Mr. Josh, I was humbled to be in the presence of greatness. Oh, honestly.
Absolutely.
Mr. Dean Birch. Hey, boys. My second boggling got delivered today. That's not fair, Dean. I haven't even got my first one yet, and you've got your second. What's going on? What's going on? It's boggling world over at your house, isn't it? Okay, well, brilliant. Thank you ever so much, everyone in the chat. Thanks for joining us. What a show we're in for tonight. I can't believe we managed to get Mr. Josh on our show, and we want to get to know you, Mr. Josh. So we obviously spend a lot of time in our chats, in all of our chat rooms, but this is our opportunity to really get to know the real Mr. Josh. So we'll start with a couple of questions, if that's okay, about your history of toys, if that's okay. Let's start with when you first started collecting and what the first lines of toys that you were interested in. How about that?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, when I was a kid, obviously I was collecting, and I didn't just play with my toys. It was very much about collecting them very early on, and growing up in the 80s. It's kind of the golden age of action figures. And I was obviously started in with Star Wars, Kenner Star Wars, and then moved on into Masters of the Universe and G.I. Joe and Transformers. And I mean, pretty much the same thing that everyone collected at one point or another, plus a few random things along the way. And then, once I got into high school, like a lot of people, I sort of dropped out of it, and I sold a lot of things off and just kind of forgot about all of it. And then, probably about 15 years later or so, I kind of tried to get back into collecting. I did collect the Powers of the Force 2 line, which is every time I look at the prices of those on eBay, I'm like, wow, that was kind of a waste, but whatever. It's
they got better. They got better though.
They did get better, but they were a little buff and at the beginning, and people just couldn't deal with that. Plus the way the legs were, it was just kind of awkward. And it didn't help that they didn't actually make many new vehicle molds for them, so they didn't fit in any of the vintage molds they were using. And I did kind of get into the 2000X Masters of the Universe cartoon and the line that came along with that for a while, and collected most of that. And then I kind of
is that the second gen MoTu figures?
Yeah.
They're a bit taller and a bit slimmer, weren't they?
Yeah, and the was more of almost kind of an anime-esque design in the art style. And the animated series was very good. So I kind of had kids and got out of that because I needed to buy toys for them, basically. And now here we are, and COVID hit, and I basically was sitting there with nothing to do. I did work through most of it, but once October hit, I was fully furloughed and I had nothing better to do. So I went to YouTube, and initially it was started watching a lot of like restoration videos of just old military items and stuff like that. And then I caught a couple of videos of people just transforming their Transformers, and the two of those combined kind of led me to like Toy Polloi and Michael Mercy and the Retro Blasting, Analog Toys, all those guys. And then from there, I just kind of branched out, and I got so tired of looking at all these awesome collections. I was like, I can start my own again. And so then I've spent way too much money over the last few months trying to catch up, especially collecting Black Series and trying to do the 112 and everything. I mean, it's killing me right now. And I just want to kick myself when I think every single figure that I'm going to have to drop 60 or 80 bucks for, I could have bought for, $20 back in the day when I saw it hanging on a peg, just, warming it, because no one was buying them initially. And, so, I mean, here we are. And, that's kind of my story at the moment.
Well,
Awesome.
we're very glad. Yeah, that's amazing. We're very glad that you did find your way to YouTube, and to be honest, your story is a lot like many of ours. I mean, mine's pretty similar. To be honest. So what lines are you actively collecting for at the moment? I see you've got a vintage Falcon behind you. You've got some 3 3/4.
Yeah, I tried to throw a little smorgasbord. I mean, I collect like the Black Series and Lego Star Wars and vintage Kenner, and then I've gotten into Marvel Legends, and I did collect all of the Ghostbusters Plasma series, a couple of Scooby-Doo stuff, things, some pop vinyls, a few statues. I've got this little bad boy right here, a couple other helmets, and just kind of a smorgasbord of things. And I'm also collecting the Motu Origins line as well, and G.I. Joe Classified for the moment, but we'll see. I'm kind of at a stalemate with that, because if I can't get half of what's come out without breaking the bank, then is it really that important to me? I got Snake Eyes. That's all that matters. So, it's whatever. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of, I think that sums it all up. Yeah. So pretty much everything, kind of, for the most part. I've stayed away from Transformers. The price is just, I look at that, I'm like, wow, I can buy so many other figures for that 80, 150, whatever price tag that's on that. And I'm definitely not going to buy a $700 Optimus Prime that won't interest me 24 hours later. So, I mean, the novelty will wear off quickly on that, I think. And a lot of people are going to regret that investment. But just my opinion. It's whatever. So.
Nice.
And how are you doing the pre-ordering, or are you going out toy hunting now? Are there restrictions on on shops where you are, or?
I know. I mean, I can go toy hunting, and I do, a few times a week. But I mean, I'm running into the same thing that everyone else is. It's just empty pegs everywhere, at least for the stuff I'm looking for. And I did see that they had done a restock at Target, but apparently I missed whatever was good, because all that was left was things that I already had. I do have a mountain of things sitting in my pile of loot at Big Bad Toy Store. I've probably got 60 action figures sitting in that right now. It's ridiculous, but I'm trying to take advantage. It's like, it's only $4 shipping. Now, granted, I'm going to have to pay like $150 in tax on top of that, but it's fine. I mean, it'll save me the other, $200 in shipping I would have paid. But yeah, I mean, I do a lot of pre-orders whenever possible. I've had to pay way too much for things that I missed the pre-order on recently. So I just I try to stay on top of that, which can be frustrating because they're very wishy-washy on when things go live, when things are announced. I mean, this whole Major Blood debacle that's happened recently. I mean, what is going on there? I have no idea. So
nobody knows how that guy got. So I have a question. So the G.I. Joe Classified line is new, right?
Yeah.
So have you broken down and spent more than retail on any of the figures?
No, not yet. No.
Okay. I was just curious because they're so new, right?
Yeah. And that's the thing, is I'm hoping that it'll maybe go down a little bit. And it kills me to pay twice as much or more for something that's less than 6 months old.
Yes.
It's just mind-boggling. I don't understand why it's so hard for them to keep them on the shelves. And then the exclusives are tearing me up as well. I'm into the Motu Origins, and they've got a Target exclusive for the Keldor Cronus 2-pack, and I hear they're out, and people are just buying up whole cases of them, and it's like, why are you letting them buy a whole case?
Yes. There's one Target near me, and they supposedly had them in the store. And BrickSeek says it. Their scanner says it. I asked the department manager today. I went today because at like 8:05 I was there. I just happened to be off today, and he was like, "Oh yeah, people are asking about that, but we can't find them." I'm like, "Okay, dude, whatever."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I know there's a lot of people that work at the stores that are buying them up themselves. I unfortunately may know a few of them myself, but they don't help me out with anything good. But yeah, I mean, the scalping is just unreal right now, and it's just people taking advantage of the situation. They know that the collecting has kind of grown quite a bit over the course of the pandemic, and they see an avenue for extra money, and I mean, maybe they need it. I'm not going to hate them on that, but at the same time, it's killing my wallet. So,
all right. Hey,
we've got internet royalty in the house. Chris Perillo, he says collect all the things. And,
he said he found something thrifting that needs restoring, and I want to know what it is.
Yeah, let us know, Chris. What is that? What is that? You've intrigued us there. So let us know if you can, or he's probably saving it for a stream. But if you're allowed to let us know, let us know. That'll be interesting. We've got Clinkety Clink in the house. Hey, Josh and everyone.
Oh, what's up?
Hey, Clink.
Hey.
And we've got Mr. Rolando Flores. Because of the 6-inch Star Wars prices, he's sticking to 3 3/4.
Yeah, great value.
Yeah, I wanted to get into vintage collection because obviously it's closer to the classic Kenner as far as the size and the card backs and all of that. Did I lose you guys?
It's okay. It was just a little internet blip. You good?
I wasn't going to collect any of the vintage collection, but then somebody just keeps reviewing them.
No.
And now I got like a whole set.
Well, that's what happens when you hang around with you guys. I mean, I wasn't collecting Marvel Legends until a couple of weeks ago. You're good, Josh. We can hear you. Oh, we lost him.
Oh, we lost him. He's going to have to log back in.
OT says... OT says the list goes on. So, yeah. We've lost him for a second. He'll come back.
Yeah, we lost him.
Here he is.
Let's see.
Here he is. Here he is.
There I am.
Yeah,
okay.
We've got you back. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. OT was just remarking on when I asked you what you were collecting, you listed about 10 different lines. And he was saying the list goes on.
Yeah, it's really bad. It really is. But I mean, it's a prime time for people that grew up in the 80s that want to get back into the stuff that they're nostalgic about. With the vintage collection, like I was saying, I mean, I wanted to get into it, but it's so expansive. And then there's the issue with vehicles. I mean, I'm a completionist and I got to have a sail barge and all that kind of stuff. And that's just not going to happen. So I figured with Black Series, scale up a little bit, and it limits the things I have to stress myself about.
Were you tempted by the Razor Crest? Did you venture?
I was very tempted on that one, but I told myself I wouldn't. I went out and bought the Snow Speeder for my Black Series collection instead. So
yeah, see, I haven't bought the Black Speeder or the Snow Speeder, but I do buy most of the vintage collection vehicles because they're so much easier to store and display than other ones.
So Smuggler's Canyon, our friend Christian says, "Wow, Josh, you've kind of gone all out on everything. Did you have anything pre last year, or is this now a totally new collection?"
No, I well, for the most part, it is pretty new. Now my vintage Kenner stuff is original. I mean, that is my Millennium Falcon. That. It still has the box, and it's complete, ball and string, all of that. But I, a lot of my figures, they're missing the accessories and whatnot. But otherwise, no. I mean, I still have my 2000X Masters of the Universe stuff, and I still have my Powers of the Force 2 stuff. But as far as most of what you see behind me, that's new stuff. Now the Legos I did start, or the Lego I did start probably about a year ago. So I was a little bit ahead on that. But the rest of it has been probably over the last 3 to 6 months. So yeah.
Red Ranger Chris says he hates the scalpers with a burning passion, and you mentioned the store employees. There's been a few conspiracies about that. Do you guys? Is it true that those employees in America, and maybe it's in the UK as well, are like taking figures off, or not even putting figures out on the pegs and then buying them themselves? Do you buy into that, or is this some conspiracy theory? Or
it definitely happens. I mean, I don't know anyone specific that does it, but I know people that may know people, and yeah, it definitely happens. It's bad in some areas with the management particular, because they know what's coming in more than others, so they can be there waiting for it to come off the truck. I mean, it's I don't want to throw anyone under the bus, but I mean, it's just the reality of the situation. There's people coming at it from all angles, and that's kind of why we're all caught in the middle. So.
Dave's Dimension, another great supporter, and I think a great YouTuber, saying, Satius from, how are you, sir? I'm very well, thanks, Mr. Dave. Thanks for stopping by and supporting us. We really appreciate it. We also, who did I miss? We've got Mr. Downfall Wrestling in the house as well. Thank you for stopping by, sir. Hope you are well. And of course, the off-world Atom. He's changed his name. He's changed his name now, and he's got it. Yeah,
Adam,
he's got a unanimous support from everyone on that one, and that's going to lend itself to a really cool introductory soundtrack, isn't it? The Off-World Atom. Need to come up with something for him.
Nice.
Hey, Miss Tina,
yeah,
thanks
Tina.
for stopping by. How's it going? Thanks for stopping by and supporting us. TVC for the win.
Yeah, they've gotten so good.
They are nice. It's really hard to stay away.
Offworld Adam says, "Is that the famous Josh Anderson?"
The infamous, but maybe not the famous.
He's definitely infamous. Definitely infamous. It's him. We've got him. We've got him, Adam. We've got him. We got him on here.
They've got me trapped in this box, and I don't know what to do.
Everyone's saying hello to each other.
Josh makes a comment down here about the people working in the store, and he thinks it's a perk, and they're supplementing their income. Which, if it's some of these big box retailers, they're making probably next to nothing there. So I guess we can get
absolutely, and that's like I said earlier. I mean, I can't fault people for trying to better their situation. It's just unfortunate that we're kind of stuck in the middle.
Yeah, and there's not only that. There's probably Facebook groups, just like there are Star Wars groups of scalping and hot items that are coming out, and they just give links and the DCPI numbers just like we get. And,
sure.
They know exactly when they're hitting and when to search, and they team up. I've seen videos of like 5 guys in a car teaming up, searching. That's on Instagram all the time. I think the guy followed me and I followed him back or something. But they're out there, man, and they're in groups and they know exactly what to buy and they're loving it.
Mm-hmm.
That's you. Vern does it. He's laughing.
I was at Target today trying to get the DPCI for the Shang-Chi figure.
Yeah.
Just so I could get up early on Sunday and try to do the purchase for pickup. But the guy wouldn't tell me the DPCI and they had already put the figures in the back. He made like 10 excuses. No, well, I'm really busy right now, so I can't go back there and check. And I was like, okay, never mind. But that's fine. Hopefully it'll pop up in the app like this weekend, as a product because it's probably hidden right now. That's why you can't search for it. So hopefully it'll unhide itself.
Ultimately, they just need to figure out a way to flood the shelves. Like they did before, they owned a whole aisle. Do you remember that? You walked down to The Force Awakens, had a whole aisle. I think it was double aisle at one point.
That would be something, wouldn't it? If we can go back to that. Yeah.
They can. What are they doing instead? I don't understand what else they're doing differently. What are they building?
I think they were trying to transition their production from China to one of these other countries. And then the pandemic hit, so I don't know if that stalled that transfer of production. or something like that's what I feel like I was reading at the time. Everything started to shut down was they were trying to move production to another country where it could be cheaper.
Yeah. Or maybe a new company came in and put a higher bid in for the aisle space. I don't know, because I know they have to like rent out a section, don't they? And their section, Hasbro's, is a joke, which is a shame.
Yeah.
They moved somewhere else in order to save money, and then they raised the prices on like the Black Series and stuff. So that's
if you think about it, though, I mean, like, not all the figures are a hit, right? The ones that are hard to find and people want them. But like you had, I mean, if you're watching Twitter lately, Jar Jar's $8.99.
Yeah.
Right. So, I mean.
Well, he hasn't been out too long, though, for it to go on clearance so fast,
It's just been on the shelves for so long. Nobody was buying them.
Yeah. Well, not too long, about 3 months. And, I guess you're right. Nobody's buying them, but they had a lot of replenishes on that. I'm sure probably a couple cases.
Yeah.
But will we see Boba like that?
That Boba Fett seems that Boba Fett, the Black Series, the Return of the Jedi, just seems like he's plenty because GameStop had him for like purchase and immediate shipping. The pre-orders came out. My Hasbro Pulse shipped. I mean, if they're shipping, then it's like they just have too many of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I think.
Yeah.
It's episode 1 all over again. Too much Jar Jar.
Yeah.
Now, have you seen these new Clone Wars Black Series figures? I'm just going to share my screen, and we'll see what you guys think of these.
Yeah, it's absolutely epic, man.
Yeah. They're beautiful.
Too bad only the Target employees will see them. I'm just kidding.
So then, Josh, what do you reckon? Begun the Clone Wars have in Hasbro's Star Wars the Black Series?
I mean, I want them all. Absolutely. I don't like that they're. I'm an out of box collector, but I don't like just tearing up the packaging. I like the fact that the Black Series came in boxes and things, and I don't like that they're on card backs because it breaks my heart to open a card back. So I'll probably have to try to buy 2, but. Is that going to be possible? I'm more concerned about even getting 1.
That's what I'm talking about, because I have to have 2 of these because they're just so beautiful.
Yeah.
I will find a spot on my wall for these, just displayed all together.
Mm-hmm.
And I want them open badly because I will play with these, man, for hours.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're not going to be like the boxes where you can put them back in, are they? You're going to have to probably peel the bubble off, unfortunately.
Yeah, it'll be like the archive, but they're so gorgeous because I have a few of those Clone Wars. I don't know if you consider them vintage yet, but I have like a Asajj Ventress, a Kenobi, and I keep them in package, and they are just so beautiful. And when they dropped that, I literally nearly had a heart attack. And then I heard it was Target exclusive, and I just...
Then you really had a heart attack, yeah.
Because they're the worst. They sell out in maybe 3 minutes, and you're done. You're toast, and that's it. So I have to rely on the community on this one. But I mean, you're looking at $200 for 2 sets.
Yeah. So the Target pre-orders. What I found is if you just say like which one you want the most, and then just pick it and check out. Because if you try to load your cart with all of them, by the time you get to checking out, they're going to be out of your cart. So you got to do them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the only reason I got that that Firefly from Target was because that's what I did. I just selected Firefly and then hit checkout.
I'm not going to lose it. Yeah, man. I just hope there's another way to get these. Luckily, they're going to Canada too, so they'll be out there.
Yeah.
And if you have to resort to eBay, they'll be maybe $10 more than retail, so it won't be too bad for people, I think.
So did they say when they're because they're not available yet for pre-order, are they? Did they say when?
I think they're going to be May 4th.
Oh, okay.
And all the scalpers are going to know. Yeah. It's going to be a nightmare. Oh.
I thought Adam loves the packaging. Yeah, the original line was one of the best modern Star Wars lines I think ever. I've got an absolute ton of them loose and a ton of the vehicles. The vehicles back then were so good, huge and really good value for money, like the turbo tank and the MT transport and the Republic gunships. Absolutely unbelievable. I don't feel.
I have like 6 battle droids, man. I am so ready. Just looking at that Anakin, it's driving me crazy.
Right? It looks awesome.
I need it like yesterday.
Yeah.
They've updated the sculpt as well, apparently on
I don't like the face mold though. He just looks too. He looks weird, but I don't give a shit because people are probably going to rip that head off and put the other Anakin head on him. I bet.
Just to have we'll that see. Look, right?
Yeah.
That's supposed to be a cross between the animated and the real, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Kenobi looks brilliant. Kenobi looks probably the best. But that clone trooper, man, holy crap.
Yeah, let's go back up. Yeah, these are 6-inch Rolando and unusual Mike's not wrong. The finding cases for these is going to be difficult for those that do put them in acrylic.
I like those star cases, right? Is that what they are? Yeah, figure shield.
I would want cases for these ones, definitely, because just look at that. I don't think I've ever seen anything so beautiful, to be honest. It's insanity.
I love Sean's enthusiasm.
Right.
It's just Sean's enthusiasm though is expensive, I found.
Yeah.
You want to look
Hello,
at the clone
Baron.
troopers? Hey Baron Zemo, how's it going, dude? Yeah, look at this trooper here. Look at the helmet. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. People are going to say they don't like him, but once he gets in people's hands,
it's going to be all over, right?
Yeah, I think he'll be a popular one, I reckon, because it's an unusual helmet design.
Yeah, and you're going to want multiple. Him, it's just another level right there.
Yeah.
I haven't even really thought about him because I know I'll just go even crazier. So.
Yeah, I almost like him better than Rex, to be honest with you.
All day. He walks circles around Rex, yeah.
That's what Red Ranger Chris is saying is like this would be a good opportunity to re-release Rex in that packaging, right?
Well, there's a rumor of like a 4-pack Clone Wars type thing coming. And people think it may be like Rex, Echo. Oh, no, that is Echo, isn't it?
That's Echo. This
Jesse,
is Echo, yeah.
Who else could there be? But there's a lot of rumors if you've been following Yak Face. Mike could probably tell us if he's still watching.
Smuggler says, as you're a loose collector, Josh, are you going back getting all the old 112 and getting the new stuff, or how are you approaching it?
I'm trying to primarily focus on the 112, but I have been getting a lot of the new stuff. I'm definitely getting all of the ones that have the mural packaging. I think that looks really cool. So if I end up with doubles, I'll end up with doubles on my Rebels and stuff like that. So I mean, if it happens, it happens. But I just really like the packaging on those. I would actually display that. But I mean, I try to primarily focus on the 112.
Yeah.
For now.
Yeah. They're just so perfect. And they were going to drop TBC, if it wasn't for Boss Bounty and, Bantha Skull and all those guys online.
How far are you guys away? How far away are you guys, Sean and Vern, from the full Black Series line?
Oh, I'm pretty far. I'm not a completionist, so thankfully.
Wait. You mean like I wouldn't know.
I would say the only one is Mark Shabby Geek.
Yeah, he knows. I mean, like without knowing what all the figures were, because I know that I didn't purposefully go out and buy every single figure.
Yeah,
I pretty much stuck with the ones I wanted in my collection.
Absolutely.
And when I first started collecting Black Series, it was I was just matching up the figures that I had in my vintage figure collection. Like, so when Vader came out, I have a Vader, so I wanted Vader, right? So I wanted to have the 2 figures.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, right? Like I just wanted to replicate my the figures that I had with Black Series, and then of course then the Clone Wars come in, and then you got to have all the Mandalorians because that's fantastic. And then you know, when they prototype, prototype Boba Fett came out, you got to have that. And
yeah, see, I didn't get that, you know, for some weird reason. But he's pretty cheap, isn't he? I think. Like $30, $40 or something.
Prototype Mando, yeah, there's plenty of those about, but there are plenty of Chinese knockoffs about as well that you got to be careful of.
Yeah, you got to be careful with the original Boba Fett and the prototype Fett, because they have a bunch of knockoffs of those too. And I mean, I bid on like a Goodwill auction one time thinking I was getting a Boba Fett, and I got the knockoff. So
yeah.
I mean, it was, to me, it's fine. I broke it down and made it something else, right? So I didn't feel bad about it, but no, I don't know. I don't think I have. I don't think I have like Mark collection. I know I'm missing figures.
Yeah, so am I, and I'm not even worried about it or thinking about it.
If anything, I'm going to look. Oh, if anything, I want to complete my vintage figures. There's a couple that I don't have that I would like to get, like Lobot, the General Calrissian, right? There's a couple of those that I don't have in there that I would like to pick up.
Yeah, that I'm going to do one day for sure, because there's an end in sight on that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I would like to get back into more heavily collecting the vintage stuff again, like you said, because there is an end in sight. There's a finite number, and it is what it is. But I do try to focus primarily on the ones that I want first. The problem is, the reason I decided that I might as well do the 112 was because after I started doing the math, and I was like, well, I want this one and this one and this one and this one, and then when it was all said and done, there's like a dozen that I didn't want, so I might as well just complete the collection at that point. But you were talking about Darth Vader, Vern. Did you guys see the Gentle Giant 12-inch?
Yeah, that was cool. Prototype.
The concept art Vader. Yeah, it's pretty cool looking. I'm thinking about that one. Maybe,
he said $80 or something, 70 or $80.
Well, yeah, I saw 80 on Gentle Giant's site, but then I saw it for 70 on Big Bad, so I'm not really sure on that.
Yeah. The thing with the 12-inch scale is, so when my first toys, I think that I remember, like regular stuff that wasn't like these Japanese superhero toys, were the Mego, which were an 8-inch, and I had 12-inch GI Joes. And for a while back in like the 90s, I was looking for 12-inch GI Joes all over the place. And then I was thinking, oh, I'm going to do the Star Wars, and then they had the 12-inch Star Wars that I was thinking about. Then I started pricing them, and they're very expensive. And then the Black Series, right, were much more economical. So once I went to that 6-inch scale, it was like all my 12-inch kind of went into totes, that type of stuff, and they're kind of tucked away. And I just don't see like getting into that scale again. That's my problem with that.
I think I prefer the 6-inch because it feels like the 3 3/4 felt in my hand when I was, 6, 8 years old. So it kind of gives me the same nostalgia. Plus, I get way more articulation and detailing. Well, and the articulation on the vintage collection and whatnot is really good, but the detailing, though it's excellent, it's still not quite what some of the Black Series is. But then there's been some cases where I thought it looked a little better. So I don't know.
Yep.
I want to say hello to Mr. Gavin Hines in the chats. Thank you, sir, for stopping by.
Hey, Gavin.
I think we're 40 minutes in, and I can tell by Sean's face. I could just tell the subtle twitching in the face that it's time to get some toys out. I can just tell.
Yes, what did we get this week?
I just did an easy one, and I posted on Twitter. So I just got that. It's a new Scarlet version of G.I. Joe. I said I would never buy it, but I ended up doing it. And you can see, I think she's got blonde in her hair, different chest. It's not as orange like the armor plate. It's actually a red, but definitely groovy. I just want to get Snake Eyes, and I will be done with that. But that's the only thing I picked up this week.
Yeah, that one looks really a lot better than the first one that came out.
Yeah,
And,
that's why. Yeah. And I'm
yeah,
sure
if
it's
I
going to
see
be
it in the
limited
store-
more, a little bit.
Yeah.
It's probably be rarer in the end, I hope.
Yeah, if I see that one, I'm definitely gonna get that one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm the opposite on that. I kind of like the coloration of the costuming
The first
on
one?
the first one because it was more like the original,
Like the cartoon.
animated version. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But I do prefer the hair on the newer one though. So maybe I'll get both and swap the head.
Chris is a fan of Scarlet.
Josh, did you have any
And,
pickups this week?
Did I have any?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a few things. Yeah, hang on a second. Let's see.
Usual Mike's a fan of Scarlet as well,
Yeah.
Sean.
Redhead action figures are just dynamite.
That's surprising.
So I did make some headway on my 112. So
Ooh.
I got,
Nice.
Ooh.
I
Oh,
got
orange
That's
guy.
the orange
guy.
line. Orange
Yeah.
line.
This
Ooh,
guy.
Nice.
Oh. Ooh.
Oh, that one's weird. Is that like a
Sand
tri-logo?
Trooper.
Is that got like a Canadian? Has that got a French Canadian writing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not
Oh,
seen
that's
that
cool.
back.
Oh, that is
Not seen
odd.
that before.
Let's see. Yeah, I guess technically not on my 112, but on my.
I love
my
that
Black
orange line.
Series. I got this guy.
Oh man, I
Nice.
know.
Yeah.
I need to hunt one down
It
so
was
bad.
it was killing me. I got a good deal. I actually got all of them in an auction together. So I got
Greedo.
Greedo, and then I
I
got
need Greedo too.
I got Luke here in
Yep.
the
Nice.
X-wing, and then I also got. Let's see. I'm been into the oversized.
Woo!
Ooh.
Yeah,
box.
that's beautiful, man.
Yeah, so I had to get Shinron since I do love my
That's
Dragon
a
Ball
good
Z.
That is
Yeah.
massive. He's massive.
Yeah, he's a big dude. Yeah,
Nice. That's cool.
It's kind of cool. He's got.
I like
the
that new
Dragon
He-Man
Balls.
one I've seen in the store. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
Now-
I pre-ordered the Skeletor, the glow-in-the-dark one from
Oh,
GameStop.
I bet that's sweet.
Yeah.
Is he coming out of the box?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll keep presumably you keep the boxes though somewhere.
Yes, I do. Yeah, I've
Yeah,
got way more empty boxes in storage than actual ones that have anything in them. Then a good friend of mine actually sent me this. I don't know if you can.
Oh my gosh, that's
Oh my God! Vern's just had a heart attack.
Yeah,
Vern's had a coronary.
yeah. It's the
Wow.
Diamond Select, the Comic-Con 2018 Grey Hulk.
Hold on a
statue.
minute. Josh, hold it there for a second. Hold on a minute. I just want to flick between you and Vern a minute. Look at Vern's face. Look what you've done to him.
Come on, make him big. I got to see it.
I love some Hulk, man. Hulk is cool.
Yeah.
It's beautiful too. I mean,
Yeah,
he's
I'm
on
shocked they don't make more Hulk figures. They
I love
would
the like rock that he's on.
sell.
Yeah, it's great.
How many views would you get on that figure, Vern?
I don't know. That last one's just staying right around 8,000 right now.
Just before you go on to something else, Josh, Uncle Tez says, "Good to see the Josh man. He reminds me of a young Tom Selleck."
He does, doesn't he? Look at that.
Yeah.
Magnum PI, baby. That's okay.
Could have been Indiana Jones.
Yeah. That would have been weird. I don't know if I could deal with that. But then I did also get one last thing from.
That's it. I recognize it already just by the edge. I got
a glimpse of it as well.
Yeah, I think it's a chair.
It's a chair. It's a
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right
Yes.
here.
Yes.
Courtesy of David Carell, a great member of the community. Yeah, he really hooked me up on this. He also gave me some little baggie of goodies here with the like the Beskar spear and some vibro blades. So I'm really excited about that. So it's pretty cool.
I wonder how many messages David has had about that, because I messaged him about it as well. He must have had hundreds. Bless him.
Maybe a few. Yeah.
But it's amazing. He's knocked that out of the park. That looks awesome.
Yeah.
Are you gonna paint that up or?
Yes. I'm not. He and I are gonna message about exactly how I should do that, because this will be my first attempt at painting a 3D printed thing. So he's going to give me some pointers on it.
Nice.
So, yes, I'm excited for it. And then I've actually been keeping this little lady.
Oh, that's awesome!
Nice.
I feel like this would have been her chair. You know,
Black Series.
I beg to differ.
Yeah.
I beg to differ. I beg. Sorry.
Salacious. You would have never been in that chair.
She could have sat on the arm.
You could have shared it.
That's right. Yeah, damn right. That's right.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's what I got this week. It all kind of came in at once. I wasn't expecting it, so kind of worked out.
Hey, Josh, oh, go ahead.
I was just going to quickly say, sorry, Vern, that Off-World Atom said he just peed a little bit when he saw that Hulk. I think Vern did as well.
Nope. But it's awesome.
Sorry, Vern. Go ahead. Sorry.
Hey, so you collect the jumbo size Funkos. Did you get the Mandalorian with Blurg?
I did not get the Mandalorian with Blurg. I did get the one with him and the child, but I did not get the one with the Blurg.
Because I've been curious to know how big that is, because I've never seen it in the store. Like
I've not seen it in the store. Yeah.
Like if you could peel the Mando off and use it with your Black Series, that's what I'm been curious about.
You
know what I mean?
Idea. I don't know. I'll pick one up and let you know. So yeah, we need a Blurg. We really need a Blurg bad.
Yeah.
I mean, Queel should have just come with a Blurg.
I got a 3D model kit off of eBay before I got my 3D printer, and I think it turned out okay. Yeah. But I noticed now one of the arms fell off because it came unglued, but I'll fix it. Everybody loves the Hulk, I see.
Everyone's loving the Hulk. Everyone's loving the
yeah, and Leah looked amazing on that throne. You need to put a poster or a picture on Instagram or Twitter.
Yeah, will do.
Wherever we hang out.
Will do.
Well, I think I'm going to go next on the pickups because I think there's some synergy there. So, Vern, I'm just going to jump in front of you, I think.
Yes, there is.
Because my pickups this week have come have come from Vern. And I don't know if everyone saw my video today, but I actually got the package yesterday or the day before yesterday, and I resisted opening it. And I did a video today unboxing it, but I couldn't believe it. Vern said to me, I'm practicing 3D printing. I'll send you. Do you want a 3D printed crumb? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. And that's what I was expecting him to send me. And I got this bloody great big box, and in a Black Series Jango Fett package is one of Vern's custom bobas. This thing, let me just move the camera. This thing is absolutely brilliant. Vern, you've really knocked it out of the park on this one.
Yeah,
the paint apps, the skirts, and he just looks awesome. Look at his little tight ass.
He does look epic.
He looks unbelievable.
His tight what?
So I was really chuffed about it. So I definitely need a 6-inch throne now for this bad boy.
Yeah.
And, look at it, Sean.
Yeah. It is epic, man.
Yeah, Sean, look at it.
Isn't it really good?
Isn't it nice? Don't you wish you had one?
Unbelievable. Sean, look at the quality.
Look a little closer.
There we go.
Gee whiz.
I knew you'd like that, Sean.
Yeah, I love the video. It was a good video. Everybody should watch that if they haven't.
Yeah, Sean, Vern sent that to me.
I know. He sent me a nice package at Christmas time, man. He made me feel bad for what I sent Mike. I sent Mike an Ewok and some Hot Wheels I had laying around. And Vern sent me this big box full of figures and a $29.99 Black Series Heavy Mandalorian. I was like, oh, no. I felt like an idiot. But oh, well. Then, we got next year.
Yeah. And then Vern goes, we were just chatting. Normally, Sean...
and that...
normally, Sean, before our show, Vern and I have a chat for a good 20-30 minutes, like a pre-show chat, you know.
Before I end up coming in hot.
That's why you miss out on all the good stuff.
And you may and Sean mentioned, Vern mentioned that he got Ahsoka Clone Wars from a charity shop. He goes, it's all battered though. And I said, do you know, that's the one bloody figure from this wave that I missed. And he said, I'll send it to you. But you said the package is all battered. This thing's brand new. This thing is absolutely brand new.
Look see the corner right there. That's what I'm talking about, right?
Like, he shows close-ups in the video. It is mint. I seen it.
Look, it's mint. Awesome. It's mint.
No, some collectors would be like, I don't want that. There's a ding in the corner. How dare you?
Yeah, not me. For me, that's mint. That's mint sealed, and I absolutely love.
So many people wish they could have that, and they just can't, and it's
heartbreaking. Can't get it. Yeah, it's really weird how I'm trying to pre-order most things now, but some of them just come like Amazon exclusives and they go. Like that speeder bike, the Mandalorian speeder bike, was literally on Amazon UK for one night and it went. So absolutely chuffed together. I'm so thankful, Vern. Absolutely amazing. And I've got a stack of little Salacious Crumb 3D prints, but they're over. I won't go and grab them. I'll get them later. To show, but I've got a nice little collection of 3D printed crumbs now. And then Vern chucked this in as well. He knows MoNKey-LiZaRDs. We like to fancy ourselves as a bit of a ladies' man, and he knows. Basically, I think he was saying, "I know you're a perv, and I'm going to feed you." But thank you so much.
It's a good meal.
So it was so nice. It was so nice getting a package. So I've got a few little things lined up for Vern, but I'm gonna have to work on a package for Vern now. But it was so nice getting a package from you. I really appreciate it, dude.
You're welcome.
I have got one other package that arrived today, and it's quite a big one. And it's soft, and it's large, and I think it will be my mystery unboxing. I think it's got a MoNKey-LiZaRD smell about it, so I'll just leave it at that, and I'll perhaps do it as my mystery unboxing a bit later on. So, Vern, so you're up.
Okay, first I want to thank everybody in the chat who was saying that they liked my custom figure. I really appreciate it. You got to take a real close look at it because there's a lot of little stuff. But anyway, so there's a guy that I met at Target. He goes by Funko and Scrubs. He follows on Twitter and stuff like that. And this week he got me these two figures. This was the Vintage Collection Incinerator, and he got me an extra Hulk so I can open it. I was going to do it last week with the one that I had, but now I have an extra one that I can actually open. And
I bought one to open. Beautiful.
Yeah. So the other thing I got was I did pick up an extra Jar Jar today.
Yeah, same here. Can't beat the price.
So here's the thing. It was still $15 at my Target, but I showed them a picture on Twitter and said, "Will you guys match that price?" And they did it.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Cool."
Nice.
And then I'm just going really quick through this. Last week, I kind of teased. We were talking about a couple of weeks ago about our Grail stuff, and I said, remember those Shogun Warriors that came out before? And I said Mazinga would be like one of the ones that I would want. I happened to be able to not find Mazinga, but I found the Ray D.
Dude, that is epic.
That's a beast.
I was able to pick it up, and I'm really glad to have it. It's in pretty good shape. It is missing like a shoulder pad here, but I think I'm going to replace it. And if you guys are unfamiliar with this character, there was a guy, he would ride a motorcycle or something. He would get sucked in through this little diamond in the head.
No way.
He would go down into a chair and he would control this giant robot somehow.
Hell yeah.
This thing right here would close and these would fold back, and he'd turn into like a ship in the cartoon, and it was super cool. So,
I do remember that show somewhere.
Yeah, it was another one of those Japanese animated cartoons that I watched as a kid when we were living in Okinawa. But they were selling these, I think, in the States, even the Shogun Warriors.
They were. Yep, I remember seeing them around the time, I think, with Voltron. When I bought that.
So this one had two versions, I think, and one version had an arm that shot off.
Yeah, that's the one I saw. Yeah, I think.
So this one right here has this little yellow type of missile bird that would go in here, and it would just lock back, and then you would push this button on the back, and it would fire that missile out from there. And that's, but I mean,
that's absolutely sick. Now, where did you get that again?
Goodwill online.
So
You're kidding.
Nope.
Are we allowed to ask how ridiculously low price did you pay for that?
Well below anything that I would have had to pay on like eBay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So probably not even half of what I see them going for on eBay in this condition.
So you said Goodwill online, so I can just go on there and surf it.
Yeah. If you go to like shopgoodwill.com, it's like eBay, but it's connected to all the Goodwill locations around the country. And I'm just giving away the secret here, so I'm never going to find decent price action figures anymore. But
it's done.
Most
you know
watched show we have.
I'm pretty stoked to have this. So now I have 2 of these 24-inch because I have my Stormtrooper and my lighting.
Sweet, that displays. Awesome. You know, that Vader would look good with those, I was thinking, or maybe they wouldn't. I don't know.
So did you guys see that tweet that I was putting out earlier in the week with the Skeletor?
Yeah, that's sweet.
This is how big he would be.
Are you going to get
Skeletor?
him?
Wow. No, it's $300.
So
big deal.
Who makes that then? Who makes that? Is that
this one right here or the Skeletor?
That one.
I don't read Japanese.
Okay.
So it's an import.
Yeah, and this is actually from the 70s. Actually, this is the actual one that they sold in the 70s.
So that came before Voltron, before Power Rangers.
So I'm torn here. Do I buy the sticker kit, take all these stickers off and redo them, or do I just leave it like this?
Ooh.
I would try to watch a couple YouTube videos first.
Yeah, you need to consult with somebody other than a MoNKeY-LiZaRD on this one.
I wouldn't put repro stickers on it. I would keep it in original, but that's just me.
Like that?
Yeah,
I'm gonna try to like maybe glue this one back down.
Yeah, I would do that. Yep.
And I am gonna make another shoulder blade or shoulder pad because the original screws are in there. And it's just taking the screws out and screwing it in, and it's just a pliable like plastic.
He looks so badass, man.
Yeah. Like I think I can make something. It won't have these ridges probably, but I bet I can make something to just go on the other shoulder. But I'm super, super excited to have this.
Yeah, I would be.
So cool.
I'd have that on display somewhere probably.
It's gonna be probably on one of my. I have the Stormtrooper on one side of like a window here.
That's a display piece, yeah, for sure.
And then I'll probably stick the lightning on this side or something like that.
You've got Hulks everywhere. How many Hulks have you got?
No, I took this guy out
before in the back.
But let's see, I have that one
armored.
I have the Red Hulk, 2 green Hulks, the Gamerverse Hulk. I have a Figure Arts Cinematic Hulk, and then I have my Mego. I have a Mego Hulk up there.
You don't have the Red Hulk?
Yeah, I have them down here.
Okay.
And then I have a She-Hulk. So I got a few Hulks.
Well, Mark Shabby Geek says, did Salacious just say that he loves Vern's package?
He did.
Yeah, that's correct, Mr. Shabby. I tell you what, he's got one hell of a good package. I couldn't believe it when it came. I couldn't wait. Honest to God, when I saw it, I was gobsmacked. I couldn't wait to get into it. So thank you, Mr. Vern. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And we were talking about you earlier, Mark, so you'll have to rewind the show and watch the whole thing again.
That's a way to do it.
Smuggler's Canyon says, is Salacious's Poirot a new addition? Are you referring to P-Nug?
P-Nug.
That's not his that's his beak, not his tash. And Mr. Josh happens to be the owner of one Weenug.
No.
Look, it's Weenug. It's Weenug. Hello.
He's shy.
Those are cool.
I do not own any rums. I did as a kid.
I have one.
I used to have Jabba's pallets, and I know I didn't sell it on eBay.
They're everywhere.
So
You
it might
just can't
still be in my parents' garage. If I'm lucky.
The MoNKeY-LiZaRD army.
Is this Power of the Force?
Oh, that is. Hold on a second. Yeah, that is Power of the Force 2, and that's the Salacious I love because it's the sassy Salacious. He puts his hand on his waist, all sassy. That comes with a man and some skulls. That's a great figure.
I have him in this bag with like the Jabba setup and a Leia and stuff like that.
Yeah, he's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got John Joker.
We just
in the
love
house.
looking at you, Vern. Don't worry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, John.
The dude is here, but he kind of
what's
isn't.
up, John Joker?
I'm going to remove him until I can hear him.
Oh, here
he was just about to say
scream.
something.
You went,
I was about to say something.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt. I've just been listening because I'm coming in late, so I was just waiting for a break to say hello. Hi, guys.
Okay,
it's been a fire show, man. You're missing out.
I tell you what, dude. Honest to God.
Well, it's a good show because I wasn't here, right? So that's how the universe works.
No.
Oh, Sean, check this out.
Oh yeah, nice. Did you make those ones?
Yeah, these are my homemade ones with the
I found
the
mine.
floral wire.
I put it, but I did find them. I was like, oh yeah, no, that's not it. Oh well, screw it. But yeah, those are sweet.
So just can you hold those up a second? Because I just want to say something over that. Anyone just joining this stream randomly, watching you hold those up and Sean's excitement about them might be a bit confused about what's going on here. Can you? What are we looking at here, by the way? Is this
so
web?
Sean had a live stream and he bought these bendy webs from. Did you get them from Etsy or from somewhere else?
Instagram on Etsy, yeah. So
okay, so it's a guy named Bendy Web sells webs like this.
Bendy webs.
And bendy webs for your figures. We were talking about them last week and saying and a dude said they should just come with the Spider-Man type figures. And we were talking about how they're made, and Sean was saying that he made some and that they're actually made from beading wire, right?
Mm-hmm.
I ordered.
Oh, you found it?
No, I ordered the. These are really thin, but they're the floral wire. And so I strung them together. I just wanted to see how it would turn out.
They look great, definitely.
If you had like her pose like swinging like that would be awesome. Like to have her just like hanging and looking like she's swinging in the display. That'd be really
something,
cool.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
and I'm thinking I could totally do some shorts with these because.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right? Yep.
Yeah. So. I did a little bit.
If you think about a display, right? There's a lot of times where maybe half of the height or like a quarter of the height isn't used, right? Because of how high you can stack figures. So you have at least that whole quarter of a top of a DTOF where you could have Spidey figures swinging. And like you can add to your display that way. It'd be so easy for them to put a couple of those on suction cups and you could pop it right on the bottom of a DTOF and have a couple of them swinging.
So what I was thinking about that too, and I was thinking like you know those command strips with the Velcro?
Yeah.
You can cut some out that fit on the feet, and then put the other command strip on the ceiling of the thing.
That'd be cool.
And then he could just be standing on the ceiling, right?
Yeah,
or you could pose him, but his feet would be attached to that Velcro or whatever.
My Spider-Man Far From Home, I have them like that on the wall, but with some wire. But that would be a good idea to try.
Yeah, you got to do it on something where like it would the Velcro would blend in. So you know if it's on dark wood, like you get the darker brown or whatever Velcro strip, or like if it's on a white wall, a white Velcro strip might work. But I was just thinking of different ways to stick stuff on there. But these I wanted to try them out. I think they turned out okay.
They did.
Yeah, those bendy webs though looked really good. On your stream,
I'll see if I can get mine without dropping it.
Okay, I feel there's a measuring contest about to take place now.
I'm about to put both of these together and make it even.
I don't know if you can. I don't know if that's cheating. I think that's.
Yeah.
Sean's looks a bit stiffer.
Yeah, those.
You're a bit more. You've got a bit more.
Mine are,
he's more firm.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think.
But absolutely,
my-
look how much better the action figure looks. You know? It's just
Yeah,
it looks totally
insanity,
good.
man. Insane. But Vern did a good job on his.
Well, let's just switch back to Vern. Vern, hold yours out, and let's just do a bit of a. We'll do a bit of a comparison. Oh,
Yeah, see?
well, yeah, well, I think
It's just a different material. This stuff is sold out everywhere, but the stuff Vern has is just a tiny bit thicker. So
okay. So
Yeah, a
in
little
the
bit.
in the chat, can we say who do you prefer? Sean Solo. So in the chat, say Sean if you prefer Sean's, or if you prefer Vern's. Vern or Sean, let us know in the chat, please. Hey,
I
Read
don't think there should
5.
be a contest.
Ha.
Oh, we like what's that cooking show where they try to like remake the family recipe so it's like healthier and all that kind of stuff? So it should be on a scale, right? The cost,
yeah.
right? There's got to be different levels, and then the final point system would be.
Hello to Read 5. Hello to Stop and JLH. Thanks for stopping by and supporting us. We really appreciate it. Hope you're doing well.
Yep. Hello, all the new people here.
Yep.
Love the Kygon picture, dude.
Yeah, I had to scramble and grab something quick.
John Joker is in the house. For those of you that haven't signed up to John Joker's channel yet, go and do so because he's just starting out, and
I'll go check it out after the show. Yeah, I didn't know he had a channel.
Yeah, he's just started, and he's been doing some live streams, and he definitely deserves some support because the amount of support he's been giving to us fellow tubers has been immense. So please go and support John, and give him a sub, help get his subscriber number up, and check out his content. He's got an awesome collection. So sleeping, those webs that Sean had were awesome.
Yes, yeah, they look much more sturdier. I agree.
Sleeping is laughing at something. I don't know what. Sean's is more stuff.
No, I just posed mine, made him look a little cooler. That's the only difference.
Oh no, she that's what she meant.
Remember that boba? Yeah.
Shabby sub to John. That's good.
I will say that Vern does win out on length while Sean wins out on girth.
Hey,
he's got some long ones.
Yeah, the guy sent like 10 of them, man. They're real long.
But some prefer length over girth and vice versa. So
yeah,
right.
Just saying.
But I'm thinking about so the wire's here, and I was thinking like if I can mimic a web, like to make like a web. You can hang that like in the corner or something like that, and maybe he could just be posed on it. So,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I may try that with some of this extra wire.
All right, what's he brought? What's he got?
Yeah.
He's gone and got something.
Yeah. Well, basically, it's just showing what Hasbro can actually give us. But this is a bonus one I got. But that's Carnage, so you can do multicolor webs.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's
now,
like
was
a
that
10-roll.
Was that with the figure, or was that?
No, that's
no.
From Benny Webb's too. And of course, here's a Spider-Man. It's being Spidey, but that's a really long one. It looks like crap right now because he just fell on the floor. But he also, there's different lengths, like Vern was saying. You can get all kinds of different ones, but they look super cool. And some have like big balls at the end, so you can actually make it look like it's hitting a bad guy or whatever.
He does a really good job of wrapping those. I will say that the wrap on it just looks really, really good.
Yeah, I wish Vern had these because I would love to see what he did with shorts on them. I'm too lazy. I work too much. And these three men and MoNKey-LiZaRD pressure me to be on the show every week. Whew.
Josh Wallen was just wondering whether we'd started the sausage debate, the sausage section, but not yet, Josh. That's still to come. No. So that's you've still got that to look forward to. Yeah, we haven't even got to that yet.
But yeah, Carnage is dope, man. If you guys haven't picked this up, he was actually on Amazon this week for like $19.99. If you haven't got him yet.
Is that
I need the Spider-Man.
Yeah, but he's dope.
Is that a custom web?
Yeah, that's a custom web.
Dude, I love how they matched his coloring. That's really cool.
He nailed it. He sent that one. He charges for those, but he sent it to me for free because his first shipment, I didn't get it, and he apologized and sent me like a whole bunch of stuff. So,
dude, that's awesome. Hey, I just heard you say you need that Spidey. The Spidey I saw this week. It was on GameStop, I think.
Which one?
The one in the retro card.
I need another one of those.
Yeah, dude, check. It was on GameStop had an awesome promo this week. If you spend 100, you get 20% off. And I'm pretty sure I saw the Spidey in stock there. So I would double check for sure. I love when GameStop does those promos, man. It's such a good deal, and they ship really well too. Typically, they're pretty well packed.
Yeah, very fast.
Have you got any pickups this week, dude?
I do, but I'm just not in a spot to show them. I did. So I was traveling for work this week. So I did this is my first work trip since getting COVID at the end of February. So it was good to get out of my house and back in the groove. But I stopped at a couple Walgreens, and they had some Ant-Man. They had the Wasp figures from Ant-Man and the Wasp. Talk about a peg warmer still sitting there. And then I stopped at a couple Targets, and then I finally found it's an awesome figure. It really is. You get the helmet and the head.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that figure. And but I stopped at a Target, and they had a lot of Jar Jars, and then they had the Shore Trooper archive, which I originally passed up, but I ended up grabbing it because I had seen, I can't remember who posted on Twitter, but they showed the picture from the Shore Trooper and then the Shore Trooper Commander, and I didn't realize there was. Yeah, it was AJ. Thank you guys, AJ. And he showed that there were some subtle differences to them. And it was funny. I was like, oh, I can't believe I missed that. I should have picked it up. And the toy gods smiled upon me, and the Shore Trooper was there with just a bunch of peg warmers. So I couldn't refuse it because that would be spitting in the eye of the toy gods. So I picked up the Shore Trooper for this week. And then I did get my diorama in. So tomorrow I'm hoping I get time to play with that. Yeah, I'm so excited, dude. And I can't believe it took less than 7 days from the time I ordered it to ship from Hong Kong and get to my house. Whereas I had that exact same diorama on pre-order from Big Bad Toy Store since December. Like that's, I mean, think about that. Because I literally thought like when I ordered it, I would get it like in a month. I'm like, it's cool. Whenever it gets here, it gets here. I got a shipping notification, and then 3 days later, your package is out for delivery. I was like, oh my gosh. So it's sitting in the basement, and I'm hoping to get a few hours tomorrow and get to assemble it. But I'm really excited. It's my first diorama. So, and then what I intend to do with it is right now when I film videos, I used to use that kind of white checkered background I had, but when you're filming with the LEDs and the white background, it like washes out the figure because there's so much reflective light. So it's kind of hard to get it. So then I just switched to having the background where you guys see the DTOFs and then the cards up, right? But then it's such a big wall. There's so many points of focus, like that gets challenging. So I think my goal is to use this kind of how I think Sean uses his diorama, and that's going to be for my videos. So that'll end up being the background and where I do pictures and videos. So I'm really excited
to see if it's good, because if it is good, I'm buying one too.
Well, to be honest,
that should be a live stream.
Yeah, to be honest, dude, we were kind of hoping we were going to get a peek of it tonight. I mean, is there no way? Is there no potential for a little
guys,
peeky, sneaky peeky?
Yeah, it's kind of hard where I'm at tonight, guys. I'm traveling back, and kind of in a stuck spot right now. So I will. I apologize. Next week for sure, though, we'll get a good tour of it. I promise. I barely made it on. I barely made it on.
I think a special live stream for that one would be, a special edition live stream would be.
That'd be cool.
You could ask questions.
Really?
Should I attach this piece first or this piece? And at the end, what do I do with the extra pieces?
Sneaky pieces.
Well, the fun thing with it, I bought two systems, because then you can build it out, and it's modular. So it looks like it's almost like Legos in a sense, where you can design your own kind of set with it. and it has two different ways you can build it in instructions. But then once you build it, then you can mess with it. And the thing is, like, I've seen other dioramas that are like a heavy cardboard, right? They're nice, but it's kind of like a heavy cardboard. This is solid plastic, and it's not stickers or anything. It's like etched in, and it looks really, really cool. So I'm pretty stoked about it. So
yeah, it's definitely a way to go, because I saw a bunch of reviews on the cardboard ones, and ultimately they're not very good. You do see some good photography with people using those, but they can also make some very shitty photography if you're not very good. So what you did, is just perfect, because you can use it for reviews and photography and display.
It's I'm pretty excited. I finally, I'm glad I just stopped waiting on Big Bad Toy Store and then just took the plunge, and it ended up costing me $15 more to buy it from the manufacturer because of the shipping. But I was like, man, for $15 to get it in a week from Hong Kong when I've been waiting almost 5 months, like it's worth it at this point. So, dude, like we were talking about this on Twitter, but I've probably canceled in the last month over easily $250, maybe $300 worth of pre-orders from Big Bad Toy Store, because I was able to either find it in the store or order it somewhere else and have it shipped. Like the whole the Bad Batch wave I got from GameStop this week with their promo. So it's kind of a bummer getting it late, but then at the same time I saved 20% on all those figures from the wave.
Yeah,
and they're going to be here tomorrow, and they're still pre-order status on Big Bad Toy Store.
Have you picked up, other than the diorama, are there any figure pickups that you can tell us about?
Just the Short Trooper I grabbed at Target that the Archive Short Trooper that I originally passed on. So I got, I got that. But tomorrow I have a large box coming from GameStop, so I'll have plenty for next week.
Yeah, I will too. I got all kinds of crap coming this week.
I mean, it's pretty cool. Like when you can save 20%, I mean, that, like, I appreciate that. Like that, and GameStop, I think, is the most consistent packaging I've seen.
Are there any toys? Are people going to be doing any unboxing tonight? Does anybody want to offer up some options to the chat?
But I just want to mention about Dude's Nerdery on GameStop there, though. But if you're a GameStop member too, I mean, those $5 coupons, and then sometimes they have, like, you buy 5 figures, you get 1 free. Their year membership is 100% worth it.
It is.
Unlike
because every month you get a $5. Well, dude, every month you get a $5 coupon, so that's $60 over the course of the year. I mean, it is totally worth it. And Vern, unlike Hasbro Pulse, totally agree.
And I even have the app, and I check the app maybe every other day. I go on their app, and it's great. I just love GameStop, man. I used to hate them and say, because they would give me, $5 for a game I paid $60 for. Back then, I hated them. Like, they rip everyone off. And but when I reserved, it was the first place I was able to reserve Anakin Skywalker and get a General Grievous. And ever since then, I was supporting my local one, because I knew, a lot of people didn't buy there, and I just started supporting them as a local business. And now, I do most of it online, and I just back the company now. Yep. But anyway, I think carry on, Ron. Sorry.
Totally worth it to grab that membership.
Yeah, it's $15 a year, and you also get like a digital magazine, which I haven't used. They used to give you like a real physical magazine.
The only thing I'll say about GameStop is when you're if you're looking online and you just type in Black Series, right, because you want to see what they have in stock, they list everything they have, but it's not until you click on it that you see it's out of stock.
Yeah.
So like sometimes you see stuff on there and you're like, oh my god, they have
get excited.
And you click it, it's like out of stock. I'm like, oh, so I wish they would like delineate it, but that what are you gonna do?
Yeah. You just gotta hang out on Twitter, man. And when people post something's in stock, you gotta jump on it. Because that's how I got Scarlet Witch and Vision. That was just epic when you retweeted that deal.
Yep. Well, I just got Bo-Katan from Amazon. I just ordered her.
Yeah. Yep. Nice. $19.99, man. Can't beat that.
No, you.
So can't. And then so what was interesting is when I pre-ordered her, they said the ship date was May 10th, and then I just got an email saying it's now April 27th. So hopefully next week I'll actually get to have Bo-Katan.
Yeah, and sometimes
awesome.
it comes sooner with Amazon. That's pretty cool.
Yep. It'll probably just be shipped, like they'll throw a label on the front of it, but be happy to finally get it.
Yeah. Now,
The
a quick
sticker
question
on
for
the box.
Josh. Do you have any Marvel Legends action figures? And if you don't, what's the one that you think that you would buy first?
Well, I'm collecting Wolverines right now. I'm a big
Okay.
Wolverine nut.
Awesome.
So I've got a few of those, and then I've got the Fantastic Four. I got the Obsidian Surfer, and I got Thanos, and
So you're all in. You're done.
yeah, kind of. I got the Spider-Verse wave as well. I'm not getting the whole House of X. Like, I love X-Men, the comic, and I love the animated series, and I've enjoyed most of the films and whatnot. But that's just a whole ball of wax that I just can't do right now. As much as I would love to be able to. I mean, like, I watched your video today, dude, where you redid your X-Men display, and the whole time I was like, oh, they're beautiful, but I just I can't do it, not right now. There's too many other bigger fish to fry, so to speak.
It's that's the if you start collecting more than one or two lines, I mean it's hard. I just do Black Series and Legends, and it's hard keeping up with just those two lines.
Well, Sean was trying to, I think I can tell, was trying to bait you there into Marvel. This is what happened to me, and you surprised him by announcing that you've already gone down that rabbit hole. But there was some attempted pushing going on there. Like,
it's hard not to. They're beautiful figures. So, and I love a lot of the retro packaging that they're doing, and so I've just tried to limit what I'm getting. So, like the Wolverine, all the different Wolverines, as well as people that are known to be Wolverine villains, primarily, like Silver Samurai and Lady Deathstrike and stuff like that.
Nice. Those are great figures.
Sabretooth. But like, I'm really hoping for a new Sabretooth, because the prices for the old one are just ridiculous right now. And
I got really lucky on my Sabretooth. It was last summer, and I was in Columbus for work, and there's just a vintage toy store there, and they had the Toy Biz Sabretooth still in box for $25.
Whoa.
And the Toy Biz Sabretooth is just as good as the Black Series one. It was just a straight reissue of it. So sometimes you get lucky like that. What makes you collect? Is Wolverine just your favorite Marvel character? Is that
I've always been a fan.
Awesome.
I just really enjoyed the character. I mean, I love X-Men in general. When I was in high school, my math teacher was a huge comic book collector. He'd been collecting since like Avengers #1, and he was particularly a big Captain America fan. But he would let me borrow whole boxes of comics, and he let me take a bunch of X-Men comics from the
those
late,
were the days.
And it was a bunch of stuff from the late 60s. It was all the stuff leading up to and including Giant Size X-Men #1, and then all of the Phoenix Saga and Days of Future Past and all of those things. I got to read those and just holding them in my hand and turning the pages. And
that's the thing that people don't talk about in the 80s, is how you used to lend people your comics. That's how you would read the series and learn about these characters. So that's a cool story.
Yeah, it was awesome, and it just got me into the X-Men. And then I loved the 90s cartoon, and I collected the comics for a long time. I actually started collecting again a few years back, but at this point it's just gotten so out of hand. They're kind of doing the same thing they did in the 90s, where you have to collect every single title in order to keep track of the storyline. And after they finished up the X of Swords stuff, I stopped collecting them again. But I just, and I hate to do that, but I mean, it is what it is. I have to draw the line somewhere. But yeah, I've just always really enjoyed the line. I did get all of the Age of Apocalypse, Marvel Legends, and the Apocalypse, and all that stuff.
So you're all in.
Yeah, but it's you're definitely collecting
that Marvel.
You're definitely collecting.
You can read them.
Yeah.
The Marvel app is the best. Yeah, the Marvel Unlimited, man.
And
$70, you get access to like 50,000 comics. It's awesome.
And I've thought about it, and it is really nice to kind of stay current on things, but I collected comics for a really, really long time, and it's something about holding the pulp in my hand. It's a very tactile experience for me, as well as just enjoying the stories and the art. I love turning the pages. I actually was rereading the Secret Wars miniseries the other day, and I was loving all of the old ads in the comics. I saw an actual inside the front cover of one of the issues was an ad for The Last Starfighter coming to theaters, and I thought that was just really awesome.
That's so cool.
Yeah. I love the comics. I don't know. I always have.
I agree. I agree with you, to be honest, Mr. Josh. I prefer the actual comics. Pnog likes the digital app, but Pnog was looking at it so much. Look what's happened. Look what's happened to Pnog's eyes.
Oh my God!
It happens. It happens.
They stay like they stay like that all the time. Look at them.
That's because he's constantly reading those comics.
So be warned. Be warned. Oh,
I know.
Got another one.
It's okay. It happens.
So they have I'm sorry. They have a Marvel Legends double pack that was for sale in Canada. It was Cyclops and the Dark Phoenix, and I never got it, but I've been looking at it. But it's like $250 now. Yeah. I painted this Cyclops to match that one, but nice. If I ever find that pack, that's the one that I'm looking for, right? That if you look, there's a double pack.
Yeah, dude, I want that Dark Phoenix so bad. Yeah. I have the Phoenix where she's in the green outfit, but I really want the Dark Phoenix. The Phoenix one's a cool figure.
Web is Spider-Man.
But yeah, dude, I definitely want that Dark Phoenix. So I agree 100% on what you guys are saying about I'd much rather have the tactile comics. And I do like with Marvel Unlimited, they send you like 4 or 5 comics a year. So you get a couple of them. And then every year they send you an exclusive figure too that you can only get through Marvel Unlimited. So I've gotten some actually really cool, and you can only get them through there. And so sometimes it's like a variant, sometimes it's like a unique figure. So I've gotten some pretty cool stuff off of there. But but for me, it's like I just have access to 50,000 comics, and if I wanted to go get those comics, it wouldn't cost me $70. You know what I mean, for the amount I read. So it's that trade-off. You get to read what's new. You can go back and read whatever you want.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. It's a trade-off, but I agree with you guys. But I wanted to ask Josh, what's out of all the Wolverine figures you have, what's your favorite Wolverine figure?
That's a tough call. I do really like the new one from House of X. I like the way that the orange and brown looks on it, but I kind of like that they updated it a little bit. I would almost say that may be my favorite.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I do kind of like. Go ahead.
I was to say, did you notice the claws on there? I think those have the best claws of any Wolverine figure.
Yeah. When I actually managed to find him in store, and the initial one that I grabbed, because they had 2 of them, and his claws were a little funky, but the other one was good. But I have seen some very janky looking claws. Yeah, I mean, it's just a beautiful figure. And
if you notice on the claws too, it's not just a flat claw; they're kind of ridged and 3-dimensional, and they're thicker. Whereas like the other claws I have, it's just kind of like a flat cut, and then they're flimsy, so they all
very
stick
flimsy.
Together. Yeah, they're absolutely. Like crooked. Where those they're all straight, they're all in line. I was super impressed by those claws, and I hope they use ones that are that. Caliber going forward. But yeah, I mean, you can see like they're thicker. Look at the cut. I mean,
and I got that Hulk Wolverine 2-pack, and because it's it's first appearance of Wolverine, and that was the first thing I noticed while I was looking at it in the package. I was like, wow, those claws just look terrible, even though it's still a cool figure. But yeah, I have to say I really like the new one.
Yep, mine. My favorite Wolverine is the '90s X-Men one that came in the 3-pack with. Cyclops and
Jean
Grey, and I don't know that that's the best Wolverine figure, but that's just my favorite because it's the 90s X-Men one and how much I love that cartoon growing up. And I still, as a 43-year-old man, I still love that show and watch it.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, I rewatch it all the time. It's fantastic.
It's amazing because not many, some things hold up, some things you watch and it doesn't hold up, but you still love it because you loved it when you were young. But to me, the 90s X-Men is arguably better than most things that are out today still. And really, none of the movies could even touch the Dark Phoenix story that the 90s
definitely. No. Well, I mean, they tried to tell that story twice and they failed both times.
It was awful. Yeah, they failed both times. But the 90s X-Men Dark Phoenix is phenomenal. Same with the Days of Future Past versions there too. I thought those were incredible.
Well, they did a great job of retelling the old stories. I mean, they swapped out some of the characters, but if you watched that series, you kind of have a pretty solid understanding of X-Men comic lore. I really enjoyed it. It was really well done.
Have you seen what Josh has said, dude? Guys, he says there's a guy on MoNKeY that sells metal claws.
Metal claws, yeah, I've seen those. I'm not sure how easy they would be to swap out. Yeah, that's the first thing I thought is I'd cut myself.
You'll poke your eye out.
Yeah, you'll poke your eye out, kid.
If you got him on a tall shelf, you walking by and he falls.
Yeah.
Or you step on it.
Fell and you step on it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, 100% if that falls, it's going right on your toe. Like right on the most sensitive part of your toe. It's like it's gonna be like a sniper right to it.
Might be quite good for when you want to scratch your bum. It might be quite nice.
Well, that only helps if you have fur, though.
Well,
some of us do.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some of you. Bob's got a fairy bottom. I've seen him get out of the shower. Ain't you, Bob? Leave me out of this, Salacious, please. Yeah, as I've seen it.
It's a veritable force.
Yeah. Just say hello to a couple of people in the chat that we missed. I want to say hello to. Yanalds says howdy guys, and he says it's in the flesh. Josh, nice. Thanks for stopping by, Yanald. And excuse me, we missed Michael. Hi everyone. Thanks for stopping by, Michael.
That's actually a friend of mine. He's the one that sent me the Hulk.
Oh,
nice. Oh, nice.
He's a good guy.
Yeah. Does he need my address?
Yeah.
just kidding.
I need a proper Green Hulk, man. I desperately need a proper Green Hulk.
That's why I was saying earlier before you hopped on, they should be on the pegs, man. There's no reason why we shouldn't be able to buy a Hulk right now. It's crazy.
Yep.
Michael, Vern, Michael. We've also got our good friend Steve-O in the chat. Where is he? Where's he gone?
Hey, what's up, Steve-O?
Hey, Steve-O.
What is going on, Steve-O? And he was talking about Web of Spider-Man. I actually had the first issue of that. I was there for those, Kraven the Hunter and all that cool stuff, the black Spidey suit, and also the Secret Wars you were talking about. That's when I got heavily into Spider-Man and comics.
Oh, the black spider costume was just awesome.
252. Man. Those are the two Green Hulks that are out there for Legends.
Isn't that crazy? Only two. What are they thinking?
You could.
Now, which one is the best one?
This is okay. So this is the Wolverine one, and he's much lighter green than this one. This was the 80th anniversary that came. It started as a Comic-Con exclusive or whatever. This one actually came with extra hands, and the shirt. This one actually didn't come with the shirt. And didn't come with any extra hands. He just came with one fist and one open hand. So the other difference is the face sculpt. I think you just have to go with which face sculpt you like. But I think for me, it's gonna be this Hulk.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, definitely.
So how much would that cost you?
I agree.
I'm so mad. Dude, that 2-pack is so expensive right now, and I could have bought it 10 times over, and I didn't because I already had so many Wolverines. And that Wolverine was so similar to the 90s X-Men one. I was like, I'll pass. And now I just regret it because it would have been worth it just for that Hulk.
So the guy I bought it from, I actually bought this on eBay, and it was this Hulk with the Wolverine in the 2-pack. He was also selling the Colossus and was Juggernaut. And so both of those 2 packs were together, and I think it rolled down to basically like cost is what I got them for, plus
So
shipping.
right now, I just Googled it on eBay, and buy it now, right now, is anywhere from $80 to $100.
Yeah, I think the guy he was trying to get rid of his collection, and I just happened to be there,
Right
and I
time,
saw
right
his buy it
place.
now,
Yeah.
and I got it. So
yeah,
that's what
I
happens
offered
sometimes,
a couple
right?
$30 plus shipping on BT ones for Dr. Aphra. And I just pulled the trigger on Ezra because you can get Ezra for like $22 on Prime right now.
Wow.
Because I finally started watching the Rebels, and I'm loving it. It took me like 4 watches, but and it's because of my daughter again. I watched Spider-Man, but she was laying in bed with me, and she was like, "Daddy, is Ezra going to be a Jedi?" And it just melted my heart, dude. And I love Ezra now. Go Ezra! I'm ready. I bought the figure. He's coming this week. Can't wait.
Cool.
I love Rebels.
Rebels is an amazing show, and then once you involve, you bring in Ahsoka and then Maul into it, it adds a whole other level of that show, man. It's phenomenal.
So I think Shabby's right. There is a cinematic Hulk, right?
There is a cinematic Hulk. Yeah. I think it was a Build-A-Figure. It was a Build-A-Figure, though. Yeah, it was a Build-A-Figure, which is a shame.
Had one that came with a hat or something, didn't they? Or is that the same one? He's like a white suit or something.
But was that a Build-A-Figure too?
Probably. I know it was a Build-A-Figure, yes.
Yeah. And I'm thinking of just like, your comic book like Hulk. That's what I was trying to say. So
what I really like is the Spider-Man villains. I know Josh was talking about the X-Men villains. I would love the Spider-Man villains. Scorpion, Dr. Octopus, all those guys would be awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, dude, you could make a really fun Spidey display. Spidey and his superior foes display, man. That would be...
You have one, don't you?
Yep, I do. There's a lot, but there's so much more I want. Like, I need a Doc Ock. There's quite a bit I'd like to add to it, for sure.
I'll be back, guys. My dog's begging me. Be right back. Just gonna hit mute.
Oh, well, Josh is saying there's multiple MCU Hulks. Oh, okay, multiple MCU Hulks. But I think these are the only 2 like comic book versions that I've seen. There might have been more, and I think Marvel Select had some, right? But
yeah, Marvel Select had some.
Yeah, but these are the only 2 I've seen.
Did you pre-order the Maestro, Vern?
Oh yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Both you guys did. Oh yeah, I did too.
Here's the problem. I pre-ordered it, and then I think I canceled one of my pre-orders and moved it to another retailer. So we'll see what happens with that. And then I have the new She-Hulk, even though I just got a She-Hulk. So I got that one on pre-order too.
See, I debated on what to do with that She-Hulk because it's the same exact figure as the one that was released a year in last year that was part of the Fantastic Four wave, except they made her bright green instead of the grayish green.
Well,
and I think
they added a head.
They added a head, but see, I get so torn on that. It's like I just bought it, and then is it worth buying it again? I do prefer the bright green color to the grayish green, but at the same time, that figure I have is phenomenal. Like I don't need another one. And then I have the comic book one that's the older one that's like her in an all purple suit, where she's like a real jade green. So it's like I already have 2 She-Hulks. So I passed on that one. But the Maestro I got right away just because I love the Old Man Logan comic so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vern, that's the figure. Man, that's a phenomenal. That's one of my favorite figures from last year. Scale. So, Vern, would you grab a normal size Legend and show it? Because I love the way that figure scales next to a normal size figure. Yeah, man, she's like a good size taller than a normal figure. I really like that.
But that new head sculpt is the head that I wish they would have released with this one. That's the main reason I got that new one. I pre-ordered it was for the other head. I think I like that other head way better. I think it's, I don't know. That's why I did it. And not necessarily the green, but just the head looks so much better to me. But I do like that figure.
Vern likes to swap heads.
I do.
She looks powerful, doesn't she? That She-Hulk. She looked like she could squash a couple of melons between her legs.
You should put Dude Thor's head on her.
I was just seeing how hard it would be to pull that
Oh,
head off.
can we see?
Where's Dude? Camera.
Can we get Dude 4 out? Can we get Dude 4 out?
I think I left them on. Well,
I want to see Dude 4.
Because I had 2 heads, so I did one on the Clone Commander Wolf and one for Prophet Destro.
Dude, you must be losing your mind watching Vern do these. These are just off the chart.
They're so cool, man. I gotta open up my Build-A-Figure because I have that wave. They're all just sitting in box.
I don't know. I think I like this look.
You're very. I do kind of like that look with Dude Thor around that. That's kind of cool.
I don't think I'm putting the Prophet Destro head back on there.
But at the same time, cool. I like when you had him on Obi-Wan's robes too, though. I thought Dude Thor looked really good with that. Yeah.
You need like a bottle of Kahlua and a bottle of vodka and a glass. You know, and he needs a White Russian, doesn't he? I don't know.
Something.
Yeah, can someone make a 1/12 scale White Russian?
Yeah, that would be amazing. Just a glass of.
There's a beverage here, man.
I did try to put his head on the Boba Fett, but the ball peg is too small here, and it doesn't match the head. So to like get it to attach and stay, I would have to like glue it or resize the ball peg by putting something in there, and then it wouldn't fit on these other figures. So that's why I didn't do it.
He needs a roll-up rug as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, something. Well, you know, if you take this cheetah or this thing off, he can lay on it. That's how I had one of my shorts where I had it like laying on the ground, and then the Prophet Destro was actually laying on it like it was like a rug, and I had him like holding the money or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, I see Josh's comment. I did like his ZZ Top Thor. He did this.
Yes,
that one was really cool.
Oh,
yeah.
So, did you see those pictures that he took? Were super awesome.
Dude, those were really cool.
I was like, "What's in my mind?" I was like, "What studio did you take them to?" Because they had that reflective floor and everything, and that real dark. So I asked him, and he said it was like a cardstock from Hobby Lobby and like some felt. So I actually went to Hobby Lobby today and I bought this black belt with this, and this is not cardstock. What I did was I actually bought this vinyl, and I just adhered it to this poster board just to make a little photo studio.
Nice.
So,
that's really cool.
Yeah. So thanks, Josh, for giving me those tips.
It must have been a corner of the sprawling cap cave we didn't see last week.
Yeah, I didn't see his photo studio, but when those pictures came out, I was like, "What the heck is that? That looks awesome."
That's in the west wing of the cap cave. We didn't get that portion of the modest
the modest portion. Yeah,
the modest portion. We got the modest tour.
So we got a tour and I missed it. I'll watch it. I always rewatch our shows.
No, that was last week. We were talking about last week.
We were talking about the tour of the cap cave last week.
I was talking about how I like upgraded this area here with that black belt and
LEDs. Something's going on in that brain.
After Josh took those pictures of his Brothor head on the rocker picture. So yeah.
So how about a tour of Josh's cave? Do we get a quick glimpse of the shelf?
Man, there's not much going on here. It's pretty pitiful. I mean, what are we looking at here? We got the Death Star. We've got an AT-AT. We've got.
Hold on. Yeah,
she's like, some Death Star, some AT-AT.
That's hold on. Yeah, that's the Lego Death Star.
That's the Lego Death Star. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. It's
then,
bloody good.
This is the new AT-AT that they came out with.
You've got I Can Spy. That's either Vader's castle or it's Kylo's shuttle down there.
Yes, that is Vader's castle.
Yes.
Some Clone Wars stuff and some pop vinyls over here, and
And that is the real vintage box to the Falcons, so that is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a Star Wars release. And then some more stuff up here. And then up top, we've got some more things up here. And that's pretty much about the extent of
Boba's helmet.
You get the Boba Fett helmet and a dark saber.
Yeah, and then I've got, I do have a Force Effects lightsaber, the Anakin saber that I keep stored with a lot of other stuff. But I have the unfortunate situation of not really having the space for a whole room. I have a walk-in closet that I can literally open the door to and look inside, and that's about it, because there is nowhere to walk in because it's up to my waist with toys that I haven't been able to put up on a shelf anywhere.
Dude, you sound like me a year ago with the closet in my office. It was
sad.
Me like a horde of toys that I'd go in there and I'd open them and look at them and be like, my precious, and then I'd close the door.
Then you close the door.
Yeah.
It's sad. It's really sad. I feel like a hoarder or something. I'm just waiting for my children to leave and then I can have their room. So that's the goal.
Yeah, one day for me too.
Yeah. I keep telling myself that. They're 20 and 18, so I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon.
I was just about to say, when is one of those rooms going to become vacant?
Dude, make them share a bedroom and take one of them over for yourself.
Okay,
that would be hilarious.
Their beds that they have are their childhood bunk beds when they used to share a room, and they're wooden bunk beds, and you can separate into two separate beds. And I keep threatening to put them back together, just so that I can have one of their rooms, and they can pick which room they want. I don't care. That's fine. I'm open.
That's a good plan.
Yeah, the problem is one is a huge gamer, so he has there's stuff everywhere, like multiple televisions and game systems and everything, and then the other is a drummer with a set of drums sitting in the middle of the room. So it's really it's good times. But
I've got 4 daughters here, so my setup's a little different. No drums or game systems.
Yeah, at least they're into stuff I can enjoy. So sometimes I just go in and hang out with them. So it's kind of nice sometimes. But yeah, I would like to start encroaching upon their space a little bit. It'd be kind of nice to get my stuff out. Just saying. I do have a big painting of Stan Lee down above my fireplace that the wife allowed. It's like one of those murals that it's like a bunch of different images of comics that sort of like make up his face, and it's pretty cool. But
I feel sorry for my wife. When she first met me above my fireplace, I had the Ghost in the Shell. What's her Major Kusanagi, like half naked, laying over a big tank. And, my place was pretty crazy, but I took it down out of respect.
Oh, where is it? Where is it? Get it.
Yeah.
I still have it wrapped in the closet.
Oh yeah.
Sean goes in the closet, takes it out every now and then.
Yeah.
I'll go in that closet. Yeah, I'll go in there.
But I don't get anything in the living room anymore. I had a Return of the Jedi big poster framed in the living room that I got as a Christmas gift, and that was in the old place. But in the new place, that isn't even in the living room. I don't have anything in there anymore.
Yeah, I also collect movie posters too. I didn't really grab any to show because, again, that's a big wall space thing. And but I mean, I've worked in the industry for a long time, and I've got.
I can imagine.
I mean, we're probably at least 1,000. I would say.
Oh my God.
I mean, they're rolled up in tubes and
Star Wars.
Yeah, I've got yes.
Yeah. Who else is a big poster fan in the community? Holocon. Andy.
Andy started collecting posters. Yeah, I mean, I have all of the Star Wars stuff from the special editions on, and then all of the Harry Potter movies, all of the Avenger movies. Yeah, I've got a lot of them, but
Nice.
no place to display them. I even have 3 poster cases, one that actually has lighting in the
So
back, like it's an
there's
actual
plans for when those boys move out.
Wow, yeah.
maybe.
I can
Yeah.
free up this area.
Yeah, but
right
say I
here.
got some
okay.
space.
Yeah,
I
I
got
got
some space
Yeah.
down in the basement, man. I got some wall space down there.
Yeah, basement would be so cool. I would so
Yeah.
take advantage of that.
I'm kicking Bob out.
The only posters I was able to get were those Star Wars,
Ooh, nice.
and
Oh, those are nice.
they were from Disney. Does a thing where like you can collect points if you buy stuff, and
Yeah, that's why I got this badass Rogue One hat, man.
yeah,
From Disney points for free.
They actually send out it's the double-sided movie poster, so it's the same as like I guess it would be in the theater, but they just never hung it at theater, right? So I used to have The Last Jedi, but I replaced it.
Yeah,
The
I
Last
wouldn't buy
Jedi had
one
some
of
cool
those. Love the
posters.
posters.
They did.
Hey guys, I apologize. I got to bounce. I'll try to log back in, but I got to
All
bounce.
right, we miss you, man. We do.
All right.
Better get
Later,
that video
dude.
rolling already with the diorama.
Hey, see ya. Sean, when you were
Bye,
talking
dude.
about Ghost in the Shell, I went and grabbed my Laserdisc
Oh,
for
yeah.
Akira.
Oh,
Sweet.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm a huge anime fan, man.
Yeah, I figured you were. So I love Laserdiscs. I have my Laserdisc player tucked away. I don't have it hooked up yet in here, but I've been collecting Laserdiscs. So I have like the Star Wars and Terminator and all those movies. But I used to try to get stuff like this on Laserdisc. I just think they're cool because of the artwork. You know, you got the tripod.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
So sick.
Is there a picture of the bike? I want the bike somehow. I don't know how. Like a statue of the bike. What's the motorbike called? The big red one. That is so amazing.
No, this doesn't have the bike on there.
Oh man, that bike is cool.
Well, it doesn't actually show it. Right?
Yeah.
But
that film is absolutely bonkers. I remember watching that the first time.
Yeah. And Star Wars inspired a lot of that stuff, which is crazy, you know?
Yeah. Star Wars, Blade Runner was a big inspiration on a lot of that stuff.
And that's what was cool about when The Matrix came out, because they copied, obviously Ghost in the Shell, because they were, going online through their necks. It was so ahead of its time, man. It was just mind-blowing.
I love Ghost in the Shell. That's a good one.
Yeah, and Ninja Scroll was good back in the day. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah. The first time I saw Ninja Scroll, it was completely in Japanese. I didn't have any clue what was really going on, but it was cool.
Yeah.
Had no subtitles or anything.
Yeah, mind-blowing.
That and Princess Mononoke, both of them.
That was epic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when I was growing
first.
When I was growing up watching like Kamen Rider and Ultraman and like Super Sentai or Go Rangers or whatever, it was all in Japanese. I don't speak Japanese, but you just got the idea of the show.
Yeah.
There were some good guys, some bad guys. There was like a fight, and then they broke off, and then there was like a big fight at the end, and it was just a lot of fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to know the story.
No, you can definitely follow along.
Yeah.
Yeah, most monkey lizards don't speak English. Only the ones that have like come through Batu or come through the interdimensional space portal. Most of them speak Kowakian, but you know when they're going to try and pluck your eyes out for sure. You just know.
You do know.
Do you know what I mean?
Gotta watch out.
I was schooled in England though, so I'm a bit different.
So you're a proper eye plucker.
Proper monkey.
Oh, don't get me wrong, Josh. I can pluck eyes with the best of them.
I believe it's salacious.
I rewatched Endgame today, and one of the things that I picked up that I hadn't realized before was like Thor calls Groot tree. Yeah. And then I was thinking about it, and I was like, is he saying tree? And is tree the English translation for Groot? You know what I mean? Like in Groot's language, it's Groot, but if it was translated into English, would it be tree? And that's why he keeps calling him tree. I don't know why I was thinking about it, but that's where my head goes when I'm watching a movie.
makes sense to me, to be honest. It makes perfect sense.
Did you guys watch Falcon and Winter Soldier?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, woke up at 6 in the morning and watched it.
So are we going to talk about it?
Let's talk about it. Let's talk
Well, the
about it.
dude's not here.
The
But
dude
he said he
actually,
didn't. Yeah, he said he didn't watch it.
yeah, he
What?
messaged and said, I'm not gonna do my dude school today.
No dude school. Oh no.
No Marvel lessons.
Go
Yeah.
on now, Mr. Josh. You're our guest. Give us your synopsis.
I thought it was really good. There was a lot of really powerful emotion and messaging in the last episode, but I don't feel like they were. I mean, they were direct with what they were saying, but they weren't heavy-handed or preachy necessarily. It felt organic, and I appreciated that. I love all of the character development they've had over the course of the show. I was kind of hoping that we'd have Steve pop up there at the end, but you know, it didn't happen. I was happy though that that U.S. agent, I guess he wasn't U.S. agent yet, but that John Walker did end up actually helping them in the end, which is kind of what I was thinking was going to end up happening, but I wasn't sure if maybe he might just punk out at the last minute. I do like that we got another glimpse of Zemo, and yeah, I mean, there was definitely some good stuff about it. As far as what's going to come for the future, you know, I feel like they're definitely building towards a few things. I don't think that the big reveal about the power broker is necessarily accurate. I think that that's kind of meant to throw us off. I think that there's someone else, and that's just the face of the power broker. But you know, I won't reveal for anyone that's seen it or hasn't seen it. But yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
Do you think we'll see more John Walker?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Most definitely.
I love that character. I think
Yeah.
he acted well. At first, I didn't like him.
Yeah,
and they designed him to be that way. You know, you didn't want to like him.
But by the end, you feel the inner turmoil that he's having, and you kind of understand where he's coming from on things.
Mm-hmm.
And I really liked the way that they showed a lot of the gray. But it was also very Dark Knight in the respect that, you know, they talk about you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain, and I do feel like that was kind of the case with the Flag Smashers. At first, you kind of are behind Carly and what she's doing, and you see that her cause is just, but then she crosses a line in this episode that just kind of makes her the villain, you know. And I did appreciate that they did that, because I felt like they were a little too gray with everyone building up to this point, where there was really no clear cut, like, who is the bad guy, so to speak. You know, who should I be rooting for? Because I feel like I kind of can relate to all sides. And I do like that they kind of clarified that a little bit more in the end. I definitely think they're building towards the Thunderbolts, and with Zemo and with U.S. agent and everything that's going on there. I think that that's going to be set up even further in Black Widow. I think we'll see a lot of connections between this and Black Widow, whereas we'll see a lot of connections between WandaVision and Doctor Strange. So, yeah, it was good.
I think that with Carly, I think they revealed her earlier on when she blew up all the people in that building.
Yeah,
I thought that was the moment for me that I said, okay, she's the villain.
Yeah.
Right. Because she's just gone too far. The power that she gave herself with that serum just pushed her over the edge at this point. She's too big for her britches, I think. Right. That's where I saw the transition.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can see that too. I think I was just trying to be hopeful for the character.
Yeah, I know.
But you know, I mean, Zemo said it the entire time and she was lost from the beginning. So you know, I guess that just came to fruition, which, I mean, they do kind of talk about that a little bit, that he might be happy with how things turned out. But his character was just so phenomenal through the entire series.
He was great.
Yeah, highly entertaining. All of the best lines. I mean, not just the humor. I mean, he had some of the best serious conversations as well. I like that he was direct and honest with them about everything. And it's kind of going to be hard for me to really see him as a villain necessarily at all going forward. So I do hope that the transition to the Thunderbolts or New Avengers, or however they're going to do it exactly, will keep him as more of a, more on the good
Anti-villain?
side. I mean, anti-hero sort of, like, not necessarily a character that's just gray all the time. I like him leaning more towards the good side, just because he's entertaining. I like seeing him interact with the other characters. And I really loved what they did with Sam and Bucky over the course of the show.
I thought that was fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like Falcon's costume, though. I didn't like that white side. What did you think of his costume?
I mean, it was great as far as comic accuracy, but it looked a little weird. I don't know how to put it exactly. It looked like a costume from a CW superhero show versus
Not a fan of the shoulder pads. Don't like the shoulder pads.
Yeah, I
a
mean,
bit weird.
like, there were
I wish there was more
it.
tech. Yeah, I wish there was more tech or something in the actual outfit, like the Black Panther had.
Yeah,
they could have kept the color scheme for me, but made it more like that. And I wish that the goggles were like darker, that you didn't actually see his eyes. But I get it.
I'd rather see his head, without it. Maybe have a whole helmet look would have been cooler.
Oh, that could be cool.
But the wings
like you
were
said,
really
I guess
cool.
it is comic accurate.
I
didn't think
but it did look really
before.
awesome to me. I mean, it looked good. I was just hoping for those other things, right?
Yeah, and I liked having the shield on the back and everything. I mean,
that was dope. Yeah, and still having the wings and how he protected the people and through the window. It was so dope. That was all perfect.
The action was fantastic in this episode. I mean, there were some great action sequences. All the stuff with the helicopter and everything was really awesome.
So Josh agrees
the
with
Winter
you
Soldier was dope. Yeah, he was awesome. We haven't even talked about him.
Yeah,
he was badass.
Josh agrees with you that he thinks Sharon also works for the power broker, and that he thinks it's going to end up being.
I was thinking the same thing. I was definitely thinking Dr. Doom. I'm really hoping that that's the direction they go.
Oh man, wouldn't that be cool?
Or it could turn out to be the Mandarin.
Oh, and the Fantastic Four. Yeah.
But they could. It could turn out to be the Mandarin, and maybe tie that into Shang-Chi somehow, which looks fantastic.
It does.
But I don't know. I think that I would love for it to be Dr. Doom, especially since they went to Latvia, which is a country that borders Latveria, where Dr. Doom comes from in the comics. So they definitely opened the door there for Dr. Doom a little bit.
Yeah, you're onto something there.
Yeah.
I thought that some of the direction they went in the show, like I didn't understand where Bucky was going, like, when he went to go answer the phone, like, where was he actually going at that time? Because did I miss some part of the conversation that he was just going to wander around on like the third floor or something?
Oh yeah. I was a little confused by that too. When the woman just hands him the phone, is like, it's Carly, and then he just wanders around talking to her
down
for
in the
a few
basement
minutes
already.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, and then that first.
By that.
And then when Sam gets into the first fight, I'm like, well, okay, so he didn't actually need to do the fight because he flew away from it. And so he should have just left a few seconds earlier before the helicopter took off, right? Like, if he didn't need to be there.
Well, I wonder how much we lost of it because they had to cut out all of the stuff about the virus and everything that was supposed to.
Yeah, because I know some of those scenes were filmed, especially that part during COVID. Because I remember seeing on TikTok people filming out their windows of them shooting that part, and they were all masked up. And at that time, nobody was still sure what was happening with the virus. So,
and then there was, and there's also supposed to have been a whole subplot in the series where they were trying to stop this virus that was this man-made virus that was going to be released. The producers chose to cut it because they felt like it was going to hit a little too close to home for people.
That's why it was messy.
It's very possible that could have made some of the editing a little off. And apparently there would have been a lot more stuff to have developed Carly's character, so you actually maybe sympathized with her a little bit more, and the whole cause of the Flag Smashers in general, but all of that had to be cut because they didn't want people to get upset because it reminded them of their situation, which I mean I understand, but and they did a good job for the most part making it feel like nothing's missing, but there are a few moments where it's like I feel like maybe something else was supposed to be happening here.
That's like off to me, like some of the flow of like how everybody got to where they were. But the action was good. I loved it. I thought it was great. It was a good wrap up to the show, I thought.
So are you guys going to buy the figures? Was it that
Oh,
good?
yeah.
Yeah,
I will.
Probably. Yeah. Honestly.
I'm definitely going to want the Winter Soldier for sure. I just think the way he looked, he just looks awesome.
I mean, personally, though, as much as I did enjoy it, and I really loved the fact that it felt like a really long Captain America movie, because that's basically what it is in essence. I still think deep down I preferred WandaVision, just because it was such a unique style of storytelling within the MCU. And I felt also like there were a lot more things that even we didn't realize that were going to pay off later down the road. I just think that all of the conspiracy theorists weren't necessarily wrong. They just were ahead of the curve as far as when those things were going to happen. So we'll see.
So one of the reasons I watched Endgame, because I wanted to see that final battle again, and when the Scarlet Witch or Wanda comes up and she's got Thanos and she's wrapping him up and ripping his outfit off, and the only thing that basically saves him is calling down like the fire from the ship, right?
Yeah.
Just to throw everybody off.
Yeah.
And I'm just imagining like how powerful she was in that moment, and now after this series,
she's
how
even more
powerful is she going to be, right?
Yeah. I mean, she's literally going to tear apart reality.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm certain that the madness in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness is Wanda.
Yeah.
You know, she's losing her mind. I think that I think that I think she created a pocket reality for her children to exist in. And I think that they're in some sort of jeopardy, and she's going to, in the process of trying to save them, she's going to tear apart reality, and that's going to be part of what leads to the multiverse stuff for Doctor Strange as well as Spider-Man. It's what it seems like to me.
And she's really hot.
That too, yeah. I was definitely sold.
Loki is going to explain to how some of the loopholes are actually going to work. I think.
Yeah, I think
because
Loki
obviously we saw him
up.
messing with one of the time stones, and in one of the scenes, what scene where it fell on the floor and he kicked it and he.
Yeah, it's the scene from Endgame where they were trying to steal the Tesseract, and Hulk busted out, and everybody the suitcase got knocked out of their hands and everything, and Loki just kind of grabs it and steps back into the vortex and disappears. And yeah, I think that Loki is going to be very essential as far as clarifying the details and kind of getting everything back in line after everything that's going to happen. So we'll see.
And how amazing did the trailer look for the 10 Rings and Shang-Chi? That looked amazing.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
I can't wait for that one. That's going to be amazing. What do you think, Sean?
Epic, man. Especially that scene on the bus, or is it a train, where he kicks those two people, and I'm super ready for it.
Yeah, it was awesome.
There was one cut scene where you see the people like you're getting ready to fight, and it just took me right back to like Crouching Tiger.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I'm like, oh my gosh, if that stylized fighting,
man,
that's going to be phenomenal.
Well, that's what it looks like. That's what I'm hoping it is going to be. Just an epic martial arts movie.
I'm just excited to see the Mandarin done properly. I was really disappointed how they handled the character in Iron Man 3. I mean, I understand what they were doing and everything, but I'd like to see the real Mandarin. He's a really cool villain.
And so I'm not massively familiar with the comics, but the rings are like the element, like you can control one ring is for like water and one's for air. Is it like that, isn't it? And you can, when you've got all 10 rings, you can
kind of a master of everything.
Yeah. So we'll probably get some like crazy slow-mo wire work, some crazy. Oh man, I cannot wait for that. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. What an absolute masterpiece that is from Ang Lee. What a beautiful film. I don't think that they made in that era. There was a load of films that came out with similar kind of wire work, but I don't think any of them quite stood up to Crouching Tiger.
None of them. Yeah.
I really like I liked Hero with Jet Li. I thought
Jet Li and House of Flying Daggers, and there's quite a few of them, weren't there? But
yeah,
it's just such a beautiful story as well, the Crouching Tiger. Yeah, I'm really excited about that one. I think that's going to be my favorite one. I think, to be honest, us monkey lizards. Not many people know, but us monkey lizards are good at martial arts. We've got our own quacking style. It's called quacking.
I think we're going to need a demonstration of that.
All right, well, not today, but
the guy that plays in Shang-Chi, he's in a show called Kim's Convenience. I don't know if anybody's seen it. But one of my favorite episodes is like the daughter's taking like martial arts lessons, and the dad gets involved. Like, oh well, I'll just teach you because I'm an expert, and it's Hapkido. And then, but there's this whole conversation he's having with somebody in the store, and he's like, "Oh, Hapkido's a Korean martial arts. It was developed by this guy who went to Japan, like that." And he studied martial arts in Japan. And then the other guy, so you could say it's kind of a Japanese martial arts. And he's like, no. And then he's talking. Then they switched to Taekwondo, which is very similar, where could have some origins in Japan as well. That was just a really funny scene. I thought I'd throw that out there. Half-hour comedies.
So then, everyone, it's 2 hours and 10 minutes into the show.
What?
I know, time flies.
We haven't even talked about food, except for the sausage.
Yeah, no sausage. Well, come on now.
Very disappointing with the loss of sausage conversation. Does anybody want to unbox any toys today? So normally what we do...
don't really get anything except for these two things, and I'm keeping all my vintage collection on cards. So the only thing I would have is a Hulk.
Yeah, all I got is junk, guys. Nobody wants to see. I got a lot of toys if people wanted to see something.
We always want to see you. We always want to see your toys. Yeah.
I can show you my Lidine again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's get back on this. That is an insane toy.
It's just
oh
huge.
my god.
I'm just when I got it and I had it in the corner with the first day I was looking at it, it just brought back so many memories. And that's like one of the things for me is like you're talking about the comic books, the feel of the comics and stuff that. And just having this Shogun Warrior again is just phenomenal to me.
Is there a year stamp on
that? Yeah, but it'd probably be in Japanese. Can you read the writing?
No.
I don't think it wouldn't be a number. I think it's so there's the copyright, so that's whoever it was. But I think there's a regular date. I want to say it's funny because this button is written in English. It says push. I get it. But yeah.
Such a joke.
Yeah, super cool.
That is super cool. I've got this package here.
What are you going to unbox, Ron? Let's see it.
What is this?
That arrived. Well, it's moved about a little bit. It keeps moving. There's something in it. Do you want me to open it?
Yep.
Yes.
We have to do one just to be the show. We have to have at least one.
Okay. Bubble.
Let's pop you full screen before you go.
Oh, okay.
Nope, not me.
Okay, whatever it is, it's. I need to be careful not to show that. Right, I might have to do a bit of this off screen and then come back to you because, yeah. Shall I? If somebody else want to do something, and I'll come back to you in a second.
All right, you can pop me up. I will open this Hulk just for everybody who's watching and wants to
I
hear
want to see. I was thinking about
cracking.
opening mine. Let's
All right,
check it
so
out.
normally I would be, well, you know what? Let me try to be very careful with this so I can save this card too. Maybe I'll find some other use for it, right? Like down the line, use it. I'll put it on the wall so everybody getting their personal satisfaction with the crunching of plastic. Now these are actually really cool. I mean, like they don't have much articulation, but the head turns.
Perfect.
Right. The arm moves. These would be really good for like little kids, right?
Yeah.
And then you got the
Hey, when we were growing up, that would be the
that's
best.
perfect.
yeah, that's it. That's it.
You would
yeah.
have to trade several figures to get your hands on that one.
So this is actually, let me see. So he has one open hand. So he can actually carry this
Heck yeah.
fire. Yeah.
Now there's going to be trouble. See, I bought Spider-Man 2 so they can have a
Yeah.
battle. I'll have one battle.
Oh my gosh,
at least.
yeah. So I'm probably gonna have to, like, if I find any extras, I'll probably pick them up just to open them now that I did it, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, where am I gonna put these guys?
He looks great though.
And let's do a comparison.
Yeah, he's got some pretty bright shorts, pants.
Very purple, almost pink.
So I would say this almost is this guy's.
It's almost the same green.
Yeah, and the face and the hair, because the other green one has like really short hair. So the only thing he doesn't have any like rips in the knees and stuff like that. But I think that's pretty cool.
Now, do you have the one with the cloth pants, from the 80s, the Mecco one? I think you do, don't you?
Yeah, it's the Mago.
Yeah. Now, that is
I don't
one
have
I
a
would love
fancy
to
box.
own just to have. Yeah, that is just epic.
So this is exactly like the Ultraman, the way the Ultraman's made, where it's got like the rubber band inside.
Yeah.
So that when that Ultraman I opened last week and I moved them, the arm popped down. They did something a little bit different where it's like, I think the close is pulling down on the arm. That's why. But he's got the same articulation. Now this one I actually got in like 1974. So I've had this since 1974.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
I remember having that
looking.
and a Spider-Man back in the day.
Yeah,
so
obviously they're gone.
So when I got this, I got Iron Man, and where that guy went, I'll never know. But that's another one that I'll probably look for. Just
I wonder
what
Iron Man looks like.
Was
he cloth costume?
It's a cloth costume. It has like a little button that's sewn on the front.
Yeah.
He had like plastic gloves that went on for the
gauntlets or whatever.
Gauntlets, but they were fists. Yeah. Then he had like the same type of boots. The cloth was like it was like, I think, red right here, and then he had some yellow on the arms and yellow on the legs and maybe like red right here. And he had a belt that had like the little discs on the side, but it was like a plastic belt. And but
he was probably the peg warmer of the bunch.
Which one?
Iron Man probably was.
I wouldn't know, because like it seemed like it seemed like you could go, when we went to the store, all those Mego figures just seemed like you could find them. And at one time, I think I had, they used to do these knights, with like a King Arthur and Sir Lancelot. They had a whole set of knights. I think I had almost all of those. I had this Hulk, Iron Man, and I think I had a Captain America. But what I remember is I had two different Batmans, and one of them, the cowl came off, which was kind of cool. And then or was it the Batwoman where the thing came off? But then I had like Batman, Superman, Tarzan, the Joker, and like the Penguin. I had all those. And who knows where they are? I don't know. They're probably in that pond in my old house that I grew up, because that's where my mom threw all the stuff. But yep, this is the only one that got saved, I think. I think I have Aquaman's head somewhere. and I thought about maybe trying to make an Aquaman costume or finding one, and then putting the head on one of those new Mego bodies.
Yeah,
and
there's
then
no
just
surprise. No surprise in there, is there? That you swapping heads again.
Yeah.
I'm like Josh. I sold all of mine as a kid. Unfortunately, I did get some of my Masters of the Universe still, and my Voltron, which I have on display.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry to cut in, but we've got a bit of a situation here. Because Bob, get over here. You need to sort this out because I know he's been hibernating, but get him out! Get him out, Bob! Get him out! Get him out of there! Get him out!
Oh my gosh, he might be suffocating.
Terrified.
Get him out, Bob! Get him out, Bob! Right, hold on a second. Oh, his hair's caught. He won't be conscious. He'll be hibernating, so don't worry. Salacious. Oh, there we go. Let's get his ear out. Oh my word. Oh, don't worry. He's not conscious.
Yeah.
He's hibernating, Salacious. Don't worry.
His eyes are open.
Yeah, he's not saying anything. He's not saying
like,
anything.
Get me out of this plastic.
He looks kind of scary, man.
He does.
I'm not gonna lie.
I think there's a new leader of the monkey lizard army.
Oh, he's a mature monkey lizard.
I think he might take over the house there.
Oh no, we've got a bigger one than him. Have you not seen Old Crumb?
Yeah, I've seen. I got two other ones. I think.
Old Crumb's massive. I'll show you. I'll go and get
tattooed up one, and then
I'll go and get Old Crumb for you if you want. Old Crumb's an absolute monster.
I like the one in carbonite.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh my word! Right, come on back to there. Hold on a minute. Talk amongst yourselves.
I don't think Rum's having this one.
Packed a little too well, I think.
So that Voltron you have pulls apart, and the lions.
Yeah.
You could make the individual lions, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd pull him out, but he's way back there. I don't know if he'll. Yeah, I think he's gonna make it safely, man.
Let's see.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. Nice. But yeah, that is straight from the 80s.
That is fantastic.
It is pretty dope. But yeah, all his lions come out, and you can actually stick action figures like in the inside of each individual one, which I don't have, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, they were like the 3 3/4-inch figures, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, and they fit in each lion, and you can see I got the original stickers. That's why I was saying some are peeled off, and I'd rather, like you said, glue them on the originals.
Okay.
But I think as a kid, I was too scared to like break these, and I think I had the lions most of the time anyway.
Yeah.
But I still got all his weapons and everything.
That's awesome.
He is dope, man, for sure. Really, really glad that didn't sell, because I did list that on eBay, but nobody bought it, thank God.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. So you know how you bought that Play Arts Kai figure?
Yeah.
That's right there. So about a year ago, I got an auction from Goodwill, and it was a bunch of Play Arts Kai. It was like Superman. I think there was Superman, a bunch of Batmans in there, all the different Batmans from the all the video games or whatever. And I remember, I think I paid like $300 for the whole lot. There were like maybe 17 figures in there.
That is an amazing deal.
I ended up selling like all of them off, just because the only ones I wanted
yeah, because that figure, I just looked at mine, and it's such a beautiful figure. They do such a good job. There's a reason why they're that much money. I thought you were going to show us yours. Where are they?
Oh my gosh! All right, I don't have them all. I sold most of them off, but I won't. I wanted to pay for them, so I ended up.
We get to see Vern's butt.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah. I should have wore shorts.
Yeah.
So I kept this Batman.
Oh, look at him.
And
that was part of the bundle. Oh, Catwoman looks beautiful, man.
Yeah, it's a great Catwoman.
Right. I usually have them like that. Like
needed more screen time, man. What a bummer, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I usually have him up there like he's getting ready to shoot his, for his rope or whatever.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about these is like the capes are super cool because they're kind of hard, but they have these little swivels, so you can do different stuff when you're posing them, and it just makes it look full. So I only kept this one and the Catwoman.
Can you just close up on his face real quick?
Yeah.
Just yeah, and he's got the big ears. That looks so badass, man. And look at the different colors in his chest. Looks great. I bet one of those videos would blow up on TikTok, man.
You think so?
Especially the Catwoman, maybe. I'd watch it a couple times.
Yeah, maybe I should do that. And they come with the different hair, right?
At that.
Oh, that Catwoman's nice.
Isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
Can you send that to me, Vern, in a box?
That's a very nice Catwoman.
One day, if I decide to get rid of them, I'll keep you in mind.
Who made those?
They're Play Arts, Kai.
Yeah, they're like that Tifa Final Fantasy one I did.
Yeah.
So really nice. I bet that figure's worth a fortune today, that Catwoman.
So that lot I bought, I almost got in trouble for how much I spent on it. So luckily I got my money back for it, right? So I was gonna bring these out because Salacious was playing that Batman movie or the Batman game, right?
Yeah.
That's when I was originally gonna show him.
Can we have another look? Can we have, I wasn't moving my mouth then. Can we have another look?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
All right. Yeah, you gotta do a short on that one, Vern.
All right. AJ collects posters too. He's saying he's got almost 100 posters.
Nice.
Movies and bands. What the heck?
Nice.
Look,
AJ's
I'm
got
gonna take this down.
Hey guys, I'm gonna believe what AJ hooked me up with this week. It costs a lot of money though to ship it, but I'm super glad. But can you guess what he's sending?
Have you got it?
Nope, not yet. Nope. He mailed it off a couple of days ago, but it's the.
Is it? Hold on. It's not a custom Boba Fett.
No,
you haven't got one of those. No. Oh, okay.
Not yet. It's a. I already got Panther, but it's the Walmart exclusive one. He ended up finding it,
nice.
So he's got it to me. Less a scalper, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. So thanks, AJ. You rock.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Oh, well done, AJ. Okay. This might traumatize one or two, but he's okay. Honestly, this is a MoNKeY-LiZaRD.
Not me. Down here.
Oh, sorry. Here we go. This is a MoNKeY-LiZaRD that needs a little bit of.
I'm a little better looking than him.
Hey, he
needs a little bit of tender love and care. He needs a little bit of medical attention.
Holy shit, he is the thing of nightmares.
Yeah. I think he's been spit roasted a little bit. I'm just saying.
He looks like the gangster one, man.
Interdimensional space travel doesn't fare well for everybody. So, he is a Star Wars Celebration exclusive from many years ago. So he's one that will be restored, and then he will find his place in the MoNKeY-LiZaRD army.
Yeah, that is epic.
I actually have two of these. There's another one that I've got that's got a red pillow that says Star Wars Celebration.
You can't close up on his neck there. It looks like he's got like all kinds of detail on him. That is awesome.
Wow. Have you tried to make him talk yet?
He's still in hibernation, so he's got hibernation sickness.
He's waiting for his TikTok premiere.
Yeah, he's not ready yet. He's just bear with him. He'll be all right.
Is he going to be nice, Rum, or what do you think?
It's hard to say, all MoNKeY-LiZarDs have different personalities. I mean, once he comes out of hibernation, we'll soon find out what he's like. I mean,
there was no warning letter with him or anything?
No, God, no. I mean, he looks a bit freaky, doesn't he? Look at his eyes.
Yeah, I know.
Rum, are you afraid that that pecking order is going to change?
He's been through some stuff, that's for sure. Look at. No. I'm always going to be the leader of the MoNKeY-LiZaRD army. You know, that's not going to change. Nothing's going to change there. Might have
Not like Wakanda. You guys aren't going to fight for it.
Well, I might have to put him in his place, you know. But I'm trained. I'm trained for that kind of thing. So I'm a leader, Vern. I'm a leader.
He's going to be in Salacious's OnlyFans account, right?
Yeah.
To be honest, I think he's probably a candidate for the MoNKeY-LiZaRD Special Forces. He looks like he can handle himself a bit, you know. So we'll see. We'll see what comes of him. I'll put him through the ringer. He'll get his training. We'll get him sorted out. He'll be fine.
Cool. That uncomfortable silence.
Well, I forgot. I'm hosting as well, aren't I? I sort of forgot. Are we done unboxing? Sean, were you gonna?
No, I don't got nothing. Nobody wants to see anything.
They do.
I got so much stuff, but I keep thinking, maybe I'll do a video, everything, you know. Horrible.
Josh, were you gonna
it was good that you
unbox
did
those orange stripes?
It was good.
I was thinking about popping out the Hulk there.
Yes.
And letting you guys take a look at
yes.
Him. Oh yeah.
We do. Yeah. Vern's getting excited.
All right.
Let's do it.
Yeah, that will be nice. Let's have a look at that.
Let's see what
Let's make him.
All right. Now, how to get into him? All right.
Yeah, unboxing live is a good idea, but the practicalities don't always work out.
All right.
Oh, we've got 1,000 ghosts in the house. Hey, Mr. Ghost.
What's going on?
I think AJ's saying he hasn't watched Winter Soldier and the Falcon yet. I'm guessing that's what he's saying. So should we do our
watching?
So should we give him the recap? I'm just kidding.
I mean, we kind of already covered most of it, so.
Well, I mean,
we can definitely spoil it for someone else.
Who's excited
too.
for May 4th, though? Who's watching Bad Batch?
The Bad Batch?
For sure.
Yeah, definitely.
I cannot wait, man. I am so pumped. It's not even funny. Look at that.
Look at that. Oh, look at the brow on that. Oh my God. That is a deep brow.
Big boy, isn't he?
He's an angry boy. Look at that. That's beautiful.
Yeah, that looks fantastic.
It's got some weight to it, too. Yeah, it's not.
You should just sneak that into the living room.
Yeah, just sit it off.
It would
just get it somewhere.
I don't know where that came from. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a pretty boy right there.
Or you could go weird and put it on the bedside table.
Yeah, no, it was.
Hey,
it already got a little.
I'm not that weird. I got stuff by my bedside table now. Come on.
It already
got an
ATST.
ATST. I got Megatron. Next
you haven't.
I do. I'm not lying.
That's a good place for him.
I think that would be a really good YouTube video. You know, what's on your bedside table?
My wife walked into the bedroom when I was setting everything up, and there was a tripod and little wee nugs sitting on the bed and nothing else. And she's like, "What in the hell is going on in here?" I'm like, nothing. It's fine. We're good. We don't need adult supervision. We're fine.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Why do you think Bob's single?
Well, now we know.
Are we done looking at the Hulk?
Yeah, we can look at the Hulk some more.
Are we done?
Look at it. You know, I mean, he's a big dude. I mean,
he's a big dude. Who makes him again? Who's this by?
It's Diamond Select.
Wow, they do some good stuff, man.
I mean, you know, he's about a foot tall compared to a 6-inch figure.
Yeah, that trooper would look good in his hand. You know, that would look pretty cool.
Yeah,
and, you know, he's about to just fling him. There we go.
Yeah.
Like he's hanging over here.
Yeah. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Put that bad boy on display.
Very nice. Very nice.
Right in the kitchen by the coffee maker.
Hey, there's a spot there for it, actually. I think.
Yeah, right.
There we go. He's taking him a stormtrooper for lunch. There we go. All right, or something else. But yeah, no, I mean it's an awesome statue. I mean it absolutely is beautiful. And like I said, it was the 2018 Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. So it was pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah, they captured his power.
Well, I mean, I prefer the Gray Hulk over all of them. To be honest with you, I don't know why. I just always thought he looked cooler. So this will make a nice centerpiece.
Old red one. I wish I had some more.
Yeah, there we go.
That's it. We're gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then.
Gray Hulks for life.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a gray monkey lizard.
Yeah, he's seen better days for sure.
Yeah, but I would love this in green. Would be just cool. But I went crazy,
Yeah, that's a good
and I got lucky and found this at retail. But I know there was a huge mad frenzy about these guys too, man. People went absolutely nuts.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing your video, and I couldn't find them in Target for probably a couple of months. And then one day,
Insanity, man.
The last one sitting there on the shelf.
Yeah, what a great figure though. That guy is so cool. I need to keep him out more instead of hiding him in the back.
Mr. Ghost says one of those things is not like the others. Correct. Sean's is red.
Yeah.
I think you might have been talking about a MoNKey-LiZaRD.
Yeah.
The one that didn't have any muscles.
But he was still gray, so you know.
He was gray, yeah. What's that? Can't hear you. Gonna have to speak up. Remember, this is on a podcast too.
Yes, absolutely.
That's true. And actually, I would just like to take this opportunity to say, Sean and Vern and everyone, I have gone mad with the podcasts. So we are now on. Let me just. I had to make a list of them all.
Yeah, I played this on Spotify a few times.
Right, we are now on Apple Podcasts, Anchor, Breaker, Castbox, Google Podcasts, Pocket Casts, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn, and I missed SoundCloud. So there you go. We are now distributing across all of those podcasts, and thanks to our close families for listening to the shows. Because
the 3 people.
But how about that? We're out there. We're out there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So are we? I think we're 2 hours 36 minutes in.
Yeah.
Unless anybody has a burning desire to discuss something else, I think we'll probably wrap up, shall we?
Yeah, I'm getting low on percentage here, so.
Oh, okay, cool.
I just started reading War and Peace. Can we start going through the
Chapter 1?
Let me read it to you.
I did want to take a second just to thank you guys for letting me be on, and also to echo what Josh Wallen said last week. Like, honestly, if it weren't for the community that we've all kind of built together with you guys, like, I think a lot of us would have really struggled to get through the last year or more. I mean, you literally have probably saved a few people's lives, guys. So, I mean, honest to God, thank you for everything that you do. It really is amazing. So, and thank you for having me.
Yeah,
you're very welcome.
And hopefully you come back again.
No, absolutely.
And we're still
having you on.
Yeah. I don't feel like I was run through the ringer too bad. So it's not like a Salacious Rum Walking Dead playthrough. So I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't feel like Kenny.
And I played that whole game too, just so you know. I played the entire thing. I don't know what I liked Kenny though. So I did everything
Kenny
I could to keep him along.
I saved Kitty. Someone else shot him.
All right, yeah. Bloody, there you go. Here we go. Didn't take that. It took 2 hours 40 minutes for
Brilliant
this to
game, though. Huh? Brilliant game.
You know what?
They're really wonderful.
I want to echo what you're saying. Like, I mean, without the community of collectors and stuff out there, I mean, it would have been really hard, probably for a lot of people, especially me. I mean, this has been like a fantastic way to like just like let stress go and stuff like that. And even on the social media aspect of it, some people, I've taken some of their pictures and added some effects and stuff like to them and stuff like that, and they seem like they're really appreciative of that. But I'm really appreciative to be able to do that, because sometimes I just need like that escape to be able to like do something kind of creative, right? I wish I would like force myself back into actually drawing like I used to, but doing that kind of helps me personally. So I love doing it. And I really do appreciate when people are putting pictures up and stuff like that. And if I upset anybody by messing with your picture, I'm sorry, but you know, I like doing it.
It looks great. I mean, honestly, you guys do some awesome
always.
work. I mean,
retweet everything. I hope I don't bug everybody. So
no, I think
unless it's
awesome.
distasteful and would be offensive or anything like that, I try to stay away from that stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
Clink says, Clinkety Clink. I love Clinky. I've been streaming Battlefront 2 with Clink. Clink says, great show, guys. Nice to see you,
And
Josh.
you guys still never invite me. I don't know why. You all know I got a PlayStation. Nobody ever invites me.
It's because you're good. And you've got all those platinum trophies. I'm terrible. So, no, but I'd love to do some gaming with you, Sean. The thing is, it's trying to pin you down.
All right,
It's
Clink,
hard.
you hear that?
It's hard enough trying to pin you down for the Freeman and the MoNKey-LiZaRD show, to be honest.
Yeah,
And you
I
don't
know.
turn up. And you
I'm
don't turn up
sorry.
to band
I know
practice.
it's my fault. Ultimately, I know. I'm always invited. Mark's invited me. John. I'm just bad. With 4 daughters, it's chaos all the time.
I get it. It was awesome that you did that live stream the other day, and I caught that. I caught maybe 2/3 of it. It was an awesome stream. You should do more of that. It was really good. Josh says, "Rock on, Josh." Yeah,
Thanks,
thank
man.
you so
It
much.
was fun.
So
I
much,
had
Josh.
fun doing that.
Yeah, you're so. It's been so great having you on, man. It's been awesome.
Thank you,
Red
guys.
Ranger Chris says, "Great show, guys." Mr. Ghost says, "Puppy killer." You guys, honestly.
Absolutely, Josh.
Mr. Ghost says, "You guys really meant a lot to many of us." Josh is right. And here's Luke rocking in right at the end. Typical.
Hey, Luke.
Typical. Hey, Luke. We love you, really. I'm only joking. Thanks to everyone that's joined us in the chat today. As always, you guys are awesome. We've had so many of you in. You've all been such a great support. We really appreciate all the support that you give us. So thank you for watching Free Men and a MoNKey-LiZaRD and Their Toys. Please subscribe to A Dude's Nerdery, Oka Studios, Salacious Rum.
See you next week, buddy. Whose channel are you going to be on?
Say again?
Mine.
Yes,
on Saturday.
I'm prepared. I'm prepared. I've got a banner for you.
Oh, good.
Want to thank
we're on
our special
Studios
guest
next week.
Thank our special guest, Mr. Josh Anderson at Sif Care Bear, one of the most supportive friends in the chat. It's been awesome for you having you
My
along.
pleasure, guys.
Thank you so much. Thanks everyone in the chat.
Thank you.
Please remember
and Josh.
Please remember to leave us a friendly comment. Subscribe to our channels. Turn on those notifications. Catch up with us on an audio podcast. And to clarify, we are back next Saturday, 1st of May, 11 p.m. UK time, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific at Oakhurst Studios channel. And remember, MoNKey-LiZaRDs, well, they're for life, not for spit roasting. Goodbye, everybody. Say goodbye, everyone.
See everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks for coming by.
Have a good night.